Hello everyone, and welcome back for part 2 of Building Bridges, Heroes of Wellspring City game. I am Zen, I am the DM, and in this game I am mostly playing Roadkill, the rude mutant boy. If everyone else wants to introduce themselves and their characters.
A wonderful Wellsprings morning to you all. I'm Lordlyhour, and I'm playing Cat Afka, our beloved little anime boy. He has the
Little.
power of God and anime on his side.
Hell
Y-
yeah.
you cannot call him little.
He little.
He's 7 foot
Okay,
tall!
He little.
And he uses all of that space to hold a vast amount of little guy energy.
Yay.
you wouldn't hit a little guy. He's just a little guy.
Little guy loom. Hi, I'm
birthday too.
Katie. I play an actual quote unquote little guy named Lina Noticia.
Hello, I am author. I play um a moderately little guy, uh middling to fair guy, named Nikola N. Change and not allowed to know what the incident. They're fine.
That stands for not this bullshit again.
Oh, but it will be this bullshit again. Alright, I'm Verl. I'm still playing Shaun, and he is not little at all, and he is more dog-like than boy-like, so...
Dog boy.
Hello, I am Tallestnull, and I will be playing Tailwind. Uh, on the spectrum to little boy, just a little guy to not just a little guy. Second place in the little guy category.
Lina should have little guy energy and then is just whatever the fuck this is.
She's too tiny to hold that much little guy energy, so she circles back around to not
Mhm.
having any.
Gives it to Cat. You can have this.
It's the Gandhi problem.
Okay, so where we left off, or part 1, quick recap. Y'all minus Brittney were having a meeting with Lina and Roadkill. And in part 1 you shared a bunch of information about different topics, like getting them up to speed on what you've been doing. You got some questions answered about Ensville and mutants and stuff. And then before we started recording, Author did a history roll for something that got brought up during the break last game, which is that the group was discussing how on earth anyone would know to look for mutants that could change form in Wellspring City, because it seems like that's pretty rare, if not unheard of. And with an 18, Nikola does recall turning back to their normal form in front of the ink monster in the sewers. They were under their like shadowy cape at the time, but considering there is a height difference between their mutant and normal forms, that was still probably noticeable.
Yeah, does anyone want to roll a quick insight on our good friend Nikola?
Of course, Lina definitely will, considering.
Do we need insight to notice, like, the sweat you just break out into immediately?
I mean,
If you roll an at 1, you could probably miss it.
Damn it, I rolled an 8.
I think the DC's like 5.
I'm still waiting for somebody to roll like a 2.
I'm like debating on
Yeah.
if Roadkill would care. I think he'll roll.
I think the DC.
He's probably curious to find out why there's someone trying to find weird mutants that don't exist except for us.
He's suspicious.
He's this close to shovel talking.
That's a separate game.
Verl, do you want to roll or?
Oh, I'm trying to remember the roll commands, so...
It is
/R.
/R.
Yeah, /R.
I also had to remember them. I was testing it out before.
I
I'm used to
scrolled up.
Avre.
I should like pin it in this channel maybe if that would be helpful.
It probably would be.
Potentially. Hell yeah.
Oh, dang, yeah, I think that while people are talking, Nikola goes quiet for a little bit. And just very gently, they, under their breath, go, "Oh fuck!" But it happens during like a quiet moment, so everyone turns.
Everyone just like turns slowly to look.
Nikola, if you look down, Lina's right there.
Roadkill's like, what do you mean, oh fuck?
What do you mean, oh fuck?
I'm just
Well,
impressed that this made you swear. So yeah, what do you mean?
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah, you don't normally swear.
well, I might have fucked up.
Oh no.
Y'all, y'all remember being in the sewers?
Vividly.
With tall, dark, and slimy.
I was choked.
You were not
Yikes.
choked! He did not choke you! Explicitly, he did not choke you! That was a choice you made!
Tailwind just being like, no, I was choked. The dude over here like, no,
Gaslighting. Gaslighting the DM.
I will rewrite
No.
history. I was choked.
Tailwind
I
just
could have been choked if I want to be. Hey?
Tailwind rewriting history in their minds to make themselves seem cooler.
When you have a false memory, like, I'm sorry guys, I wasn't able to do anything. I was being choked. Vocal components can be quite difficult.
I'm just imagining Tailwind just like bringing it up and, hey, you remember when I got choked? It's like, no.
No.
Like, that's impossible. You're too short to choke.
What neck do you have?
I will eat your shins.
Well, that's the only part you can reach.
Well, I was, I don't know if y'all remember, but I was having a pretty bad time of it. And at one point, I had my hood on and my head hurt so much, and I was just trying to get it to stop. So I think Kat, you stood in front of me, and I transformed back to me, and I'm sorry. There's like arms crossed tightly across their torso, like head down, no eye contact.
Lina hugs your leg.
Okay.
It's resolved, I suppose.
Am I gonna need to make a history check to remember they still had their costume on?
I mean, they did just say their hood was up.
Okay. It's like they didn't see your face. You just kind of shrank.
Yeah, but I think that's probably a weird enough power, which probably explains why they started to make things just special for us because they noticed someone.
And I don't remember who else, but I'm almost sure that I said your name, Shaun. I think someone else.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
This was after Shaun called Brittney by her name.
Okay. Fuck!
It's okay, Brittany's not with us anymore. We don't care what happens to Brittany.
Hey, wait. Me out of character cares.
Cat in character cares.
I don't care if Cat cares.
All right. So
Well, if you care the cat cares.
Don't hurt yourself, kid.
Well, at least my name isn't super uncommon.
yeah, I doubt. Like Nick's not an uncommon name because that could stand for multiple different other names.
I mean, Nick isn't the name that got said. Nick said Shaun.
oh, I thought. I mean, Sean's not.
Who's on first?
Yes, that's kind of what my brain is going through right now. But everything should be fine. Nothing has happened yet, but that should be something we plan for in the future.
Is that how they knew to use the machine in the city?
I assume so.
I mean, if that's them,
Since
kind of like
apparently
it's kind
this
of.
isn't a thing.
I mean, if it was them, that has the implications that they're pretty important, because that thing was part of a parade float.
What parade float? Do you know whose parade float?
Do I?
I mean, as far as you guys know, Mayor
all
Bronson was the
nonsense.
one putting on the whole parade. There wasn't like branding, like, oh, this one's run by the 812.
Can you imagine? It's just like him in a like lawn chair with like a skateboard under it.
Just a walking guided meditation.
Twist of the century, perspicuity is actually the big bad.
Oh fuck! Can you imagine? Damn. Okay, sorry.
That would be bad because he already knows all your secret identities.
Yeah, it would be kind of weird for him to be like doing all this big planned secret things when literally knows everything already. Like, could just come to your house and kill you in your sleep.
Hi, he's here to fuck with you specifically.
Let's
Or
let's
when you
not.
come and buy a smoothie, he just poisons your smoothie.
I have been eating at that place for far too many years. I doubt it's him.
Remind me to tell you a story later, Tallest.
All right. Back on track. Heartbeat of the conversation. We've talked. We've discussed plenty about what we need. Well, we all need to do. What we all need to know. I think the next thing is what we need to do. What's like our next move?
I mean, I guess that depends on what our goal is.
Yeah.
That's what I was really hoping to talk about the other day before things went wrong with Penumbra.
I mean, what doesn't hurt them won't get their attention.
How do you mean?
I'm not gonna lie, and it's not that hard to put together. Like, they are self-centered.
No, I'm not talking about Penumbra. I'm talking about, like, what are we as a group, a collective, going to do? Like, why we've all hung pretty close together. We've been tackling problems as they've come up, but to what end? What are we doing?
What are you fighting for?
I mean, to help people
Well,
and not have
how
people randomly get hurt by weird giant goo monsters.
I am supporting of that, but to some like
It's
How do we
because if
frame?
we deal with the giant monsters because it becomes like a really obvious problem that there's giant monsters, there's no reason for Mr. Mayor to being all, Ah, yes, we have a giant monster problem. Time to murder every monster we can possibly come across, especially you, small human-shaped ones.
That are helping with the problem.
It's kind of a question of how do we transition from being reactionary to being proactive.
Yeah, that's a hard thing, though.
Well, we could track down Elwill. He might know more about everything since.
Kick your asses once he figured out what you were doing.
Yeah, well, he has not met. He hasn't met Lina or Roadkill yet, has he?
I don't know if Lina kind of looks at Roadkill. I don't know if Roadkill is that type of help.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go poking sleeping bears for you.
I wouldn't want you to, but it's just like we're having a hard time figuring out what we need to do.
Well,
It's
first
optional.
first let's do this. If everything that we do succeeds, what do we want to have happen down the line? Like what is our end game? Do we have an end game?
What is
Uh,
a corporate mission?
Survive till I'm old enough to move out of this hellhole forever.
Synergy.
Sorry.
I'll be honest. The longer I stay here, the more the situation with Ensvale is untenable. The situation with Wellspring is untenable. Something needs to be done, and I don't think that's going to happen under Bronson. Not without significant change to how things are.
I know my goal is justice for for Innsville as well as freedom of speech, etc. But also the mutant thing is not great.
So a coup to overthrow an Obliarch.
Maybe. I don't know if that's your goal.
Cat shrugs, is just like, well, I've lived here all my life, and it could be better. And real talk, Brittney's dad is a major prick, so I would not be averse to overthrowing his everything.
Yeah. Lina's kind of like leaning back and forth on her feet in an adorable swaying motion.
I don't know.
Like, it's really cute that you're talking about like overthrowing someone in charge. How?
Yeah, that seems like it's a pie in the sky goal. Like,
I mean,
Bronson isn't just the mayor, he built the city. He's been running it for 30 years. He's not going to go easily.
I mean, it's not happening tomorrow. This is.
No.
Are you suggesting we do a murder? Are you trying to suggest murder?
I think Nikola laughs and is just like, "Oh, you're serious? No,
no.
no."
I mean, my goal was not in the short. It was to like maybe go to law school and run against him when he was old, kind of deal.
That okay. So
It's a very long-term goal.
Exactly. I'm just a kid.
I'm trying to think of a generalistic goal for right now. I have no idea. I'm just trying to help as many people as I can. I guess the thing I would want is to find out more of what happened and how this is working. And this is no hard, no offense to any other mutant. This is fascinating. Like, I can make lightning out of nowhere, nothing.
Well, I'm so glad you're having fun with it.
Perhaps. I think
There-
Nikola takes out a notebook and goes, "Perhaps bringing the truth to light can be one of our goals. Let's make a mission statement. It's they start writing.
It would be great if people who spoke out about Bronson weren't just vanished into thin air, so...
Yeah, let's maybe look into that first. I think that is very important.
Yeah.
Do they just kick them into a vat of ooze and turn them into feral monsters that they throw
No.
over the edge?
No?
Who knows? I don't know. That seems horribly bad. I just made that up in a second, and if that's what's going on, oh gods.
Yeah, I can't name how many reporters just suddenly aren't there anymore, as well as their families, and I don't know where they go.
See, that seems like something we could at least try to look into as a step. Like, I'm not going to say 1 or 2 because I think we're past that. Step 3 on this, like, who knows how many step plans to make this place better.
Sorry, all I can be like, step 1, be mutants. Step 2, have a crisis. Step 3, government.
Step 3, repeat step 2 for foreseeable future.
No, yeah.
Rinse and repeat.
No,
I mean-
I'm going. Hey, fellas, can I very quickly make a Google Doc and put an editable link in the roll zone so that it can be as though they're all actually like leaning over the same piece of note paper?
I'd say put it in
yeah.
put it in player talk so it doesn't get buried as quickly.
Fair enough.
Also, just imagine it being one of the notebooks that Lina gave you. It's like black and sparkly.
Steps
like
for
you just-
dismantling a dictatorship.
If you open it up wrong, your hand, you get like when a bank robber gets like bills, they with the like ink packs in there to be trapped. You just get that, but glitter.
It's glitter bomb.
It's a glitter bomb. But okay, so I think I may have come about that a bit wrong. I want to understand how this Catalyst V is working and possibly figure out a way to fix things. That would be wonderful.
Lina's eyes kind of brighten.
I have
So you
a
can
lot of experience with mechanics. This is the first time I've been like focusing in on chemistry and
Biology.
mutation biology. It's weird. Like, this is stuff that I don't get.
I mean, genetics, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. In all like practical sense, from the like 4 books that I've looked at in the school library, this probably should have killed every single person that has ever touched this stuff.
Oh,
I'm
wait.
sorry, I'm just imagining the school library with only 4 books.
No, that's
Welcome
Inspector
to
Talk. Well,
Dystopia Hellscape. We have 4 books.
well, the rest of them are like Bronson puff pieces, so you know there's only 4 real books.
I mean, there's probably a lot of books, but you're not gonna find 1987 or Fahrenheit
Oh,
451 or
God.
anything.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And there
Okay,
probably
also,
are
like-
several books about Bronson's rise to success that are prominently featured.
How many times do I need to throw this in a wood chipper before they figure out it's bad?
Honestly, we should probably read one of the meteoric rise of Broncorp to power because there might be information in there.
Step 1, rise to power. Step 3, rule everything.
But
Or step 2, we don't know.
Blow up a city.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
No, the
profit.
city blew up on its own. He didn't blow up the city. Don't be
As
silly.
far as we know,
This is not giving me editing access, by the by.
oh, really? It should have been. Yeah, it's set to editor. Try reloading it. Yeah, whoever Anonymous Coyote is
That's me.
has said hello.
There we
Hello,
go.
Anonymous Kraken.
Did we assume that cat was the coyote?
No, the coyote is
it's
me.
randomly generated.
All right, I think Nikola has put the notebook on the ground and handed out different colored markers. Like, all right, I would like purple. Who would like green?
Cat.
I love how we're just making
Tailwind.
evidence.
Tailwind is pacing, so I don't think they're just like trying to come up with ideas on the fly. like, okay, so actionably, is there any place in Ennsville that seemed to be the center of this, like, this catastrophe?
Can you say that again?
In Ennsville, is there like a ground zero that it like you could have figured out by this point?
Lina
mean,
just
It was pretty widespread. It's hard to tell if it was worse anywhere else in particular.
Yeah, I mean, first bit of finding information is trying to figure out a source, and I highly doubt we can track down Crazy Man in his stitched animals who would give any good information.
Can I roll a Zen? Would it be possible to roll a history to see if Lina might be able to connect the dots to, well, if it was caused by Catalyst V and Illwill has a bunch of Catalyst V, did it happen there?
Sure.
Okay.
I put this map up and I realized it doesn't even have marked the stuff I wanted. Oh well.
Such
Me
rude.
making desperate attempts at spelling Elwell's name.
It's all wise.
Why is the only vowel in that name?
Why?
Because it's amazing and it makes me think of freaking Between the Lions every time I see it.
I'm going to hurt this person. I'm going to throttle them.
You say this and the DM's just smiling in the background, you know it.
Okay, so this brings up a weird like eye twitching thing that never actually comes up, but it's just like I've seen it twice, and I don't know why it bugs me. Like sentences or like titles with only one vowel.
Sentences are like titles with only one vibe. What does this? That's a riddle for another day.
So ill will has like 4 Y's. There is I play a lot of Magic the Gathering. There is a card called Elspeth Resplendent. In both those like 3-syllable words, the only vowel is E.
Welcome. Welcome to hell.
It bugs. It just like
Tailwind is also an English major. Sorry. Is a 13
don't put
no,
this
that's a
evil on
total
me.
that's a total of 15. Is a 15 enough to maybe piece some of those things together, Zen?
Yeah, I'd say so. I don't think it's a hard conclusion to draw.
Yeah. I think Lina just raises her little hand and waits.
There's a lot of mumbling in the background, but go on.
Lena, do you have something you want to say? Nikola has been scribbling, and all. Who the fuck is pink right now?
That's
You
me.
know Lina is.
All right,
It's glitter.
that pen wasn't glittery when I handed it to
Don't
you.
worry
Never
about
mind. What do you want to say?
Are you sure you're not a glitter elemental?
We don't talk about it.
Lina's been a mutant the whole time.
A glitter. Sorry, glitter slime. Anyways, she just kind of thinks, and she's like, "Well, if Willville was transformed to Innsville with Catalyst Z, right?
V.
V. Fuck. Sorry. I was like, no, this is not right.
Add
You
that
were
to
right.
future things we find. Catalyst Z.
No.
Oh.
Alphabet of Catalyst attempts.
They skipped
This is
them.
umbrella level shenanigans. It turns you into weirder monsters.
Exactly. You are making trouble for yourself right now.
If the transformation was caused by Catalyst V and Ill Will is using Catalyst V and seems to have a lot of it, is that where the epicenter was?
I think that's a better starting point than I think any of us have.
Isn't that where you guys
Subway tunnel.
had your accident?
Yeah, I mean, we don't go back down there again.
Yeah, I mean, and Illwill has probably,
Beefed up
either
security.
fixed OSHA regulations or doesn't believe you anymore. I doubt it's the first.
Okay. I need some leather jackets and some white noise generators. I'm gonna work on a stealth suit.
Lina just face palms.
Nicola's writing down get leather jacket.
Oh,
Question mark?
you switched it to a handwriting font.
I did.
Adorable.
Me, who's dyslexic, thank you.
How do you change the font? Because I want to swap a cat's handwriting.
Oh, no.
that'd be. It's gonna be an art form, y'all.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
in
if you go up to the
readings.
toolbar where it says caveat, yeah, everyone please feel free to format that.
there
Like,
we are,
have
thank you.
fun. Go crazy, go stupid with this.
Lina,
In
yeah,
wingings.
cat is pink currently, so I will make Lina like a blue.
Um,
Don't know if I like Comic Sans for cat.
I
Sans?
am just
Cat's pink? I thought Lina was pink.
Yeah,
Cat is
I
pink.
forgot. No, cat's pink. I misunderstood the question somehow. Dances away.
who the fuck is
Sees that there's a font called lobster.
What? Oh no.
Sorry. Anyway, sorry, getting distracted by fonts. Everybody's surrounded and huddled around this notebook as I'm just imagining Roadkill's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, he is notably not paying any attention to the notebook. He is just chilling.
He is not a note taker.
Oh god,
His
should I
big
set
meaty claw is not good for it.
OBS to record this?
No, just take
Yes.
screenshots every once in a while.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to. That's the thing. I'm not gonna remember to.
Oh god. Okay, so
Do it, Zen.
should these meetings become a normal thing? Like once a week at like latest, or like if how are we going to get a hold of each other either on a regular basis or in case weird shit happens?
I think
I'd like
so.
weird shit to not happen, but it keeps happening.
I can.
I don't think we have control over that. We can just have control over what we do in response to the weird stuff.
Yeah. She turns to Roadkill's like, you don't have to come every time. I can fill you in if you don't want to.
If you think you're gonna be okay with these people, he like suspiciously glares.
These people.
He doesn't trust you yet.
She's like,
What do you mean these people?
I can tell you
Munches
where
on
they
a
live.
ferret.
These fucking idiots.
Lina straight up like, I can tell you where they live.
Yeah, look, it's not hard for me, at least.
She pulls out a phone book.
Oh, you're just gonna do it the hard way.
Well, I mean,
you've been to my house.
paper trails are sometimes easier to cover up as you just burn them. So, she just like starts highlighting certain addresses and dog earring pages.
Okay. Well, and just pointing back and forth between Tailwind and Lina, we need to work on the website some more. Probably like try to jerry rig a forum.
There is a forum.
Oh, I forgot if we brought that up or not.
Yes, that's right. You reached out to Lina when she was mad at you.
Okay, that was okay. The person, forgot that.
Valid.
Yeah. Lena's just like, yeah, we can continue working on hiding the website better and making sure that certain people are able to find information about what the fuck is up with the city.
Oh, I have a wonderful, horrible idea. Make it
Oh?
look like one of those automatic ads for very stupid products,
What if we every once in a while program a pop-up?
and that's how you get in is the pop up. You have
Ooh,
to
we
stay on
can
the
make it
page for
look
so long.
stupid. We can
Yeah.
make it look stupid.
One of those
See?
clickbait 5 facts you'd never believe about Wellspring City. Number 2 will surprise you.
Number 2 is a hyperlink.
They're evil geniuses because no one would pick them. No one would pick that up.
Yeah, they're just laughing because they're like, oh, we're gonna get all the stupid conspiracy theorists, but at least that's one way to like, at least get some news out.
All right, well, work on that later. For now, food. I'm very hungry, and this stuff is not microwaved. It's just like starts making a sandwich.
I think Lina is just like, I mean, I've taken soil samples and whatnot before. If we could figure out a way to start maybe making certain types of agricultural progressions in Innsville for the people who live here, that'd be good. But
Is whatever a good place to get dirt. Just
I
stuffed
mean,
face full of sandwich.
pardon?
I mean, you live in a junkyard. Like, if you don't have compost, what the fuck are you doing?
It's mostly metal.
Nikola, it's contaminated with Catalyst V. We gotta make. I don't think we'll get mutant tomatoes, but she shrugs.
Attack of the killer tomatoes.
Thank
Well,
you.
you know,
Nicola, don't you
Nicola's
come from a
contaminated as
farming?
well, so I guess you better not touch Nicola.
Don't you come from a farming community, Nicola? Couldn't you be like, hey, family who live not in Wellspring, could you bring 7 tons of fertile soil for no reason?
It's a school project. Oh, school projects are the best excuse because they can never say no. It's like, why is it that
I
weird school
mean,
project?
like that, and y'all know I'm studying to be an agricultural engineer, right?
Yes, I
Like,
do. She looks all like happy, like yes, I do know this.
Okay,
Nicola blushes because okay.
need to wipe the hearts away as the wind blows them into Tailwind's face.
Yeah. Ow, ow, you're taking tick damage.
So much saccharine sweetness. It hurts the eyes.
The simping level is off the charts.
Actually, I had a thought. Maybe do some public outreach, grassroots stuff. Do like the anime club or whatever, because I know we have in fact already done some of the organization for arranging one of those.
Oh
Cat
yeah,
just
no, I already have it. She like
Ooh.
reaches into her hammer space and pulls out a clipboard. She's like, yeah, I mostly got it approved. We just, huh?
How many
So,
clipboards do you have in that hammer space?
A lot. Don't worry about it.
don't worry about it.
Don't worry
So
about it.
if we get more members and are popular, we could talk to them and try and, I don't know, raise awareness.
Lena's eyes go into stars, and she's just like, distablished. I don't know how to say the word, but anti-government animes. Yes, radicalize the youth with anime.
Okay, I think we can absolutely get. I think I actually have some. What would be a wonderful and horrible Studio Ghibli like mashup for this world? Because I could definitely imagine a Studio Ghibli in this world with actual actors in all those movies.
Yeah, no, sorry. I was just like, my brain was like Grave of the Fireflies, and we're like, we don't talk about that.
I was gonna go with Princess Mononoke.
That too.
Or Castle in the Sky. All of
Castle in the
Studio
Sky.
Ghibli is just like be better to the
Environmentalism.
planet, please.
Yeah, they're
Nausicaa.
Nausicaa and Valley of the Wind.
I mean,
Honestly,
considering considering Ghibli is like a country here, it's probably just the entire Ghibli and film industry. It's just like,
Some of them
fuck
are
the government.
Some of them are actual historical events.
Oh my
Oh, boy.
god.
Lina, like, don't worry, I can get some things for my cousin. They don't live here.
Okay.
I mean,
Side note, side project. I have been working on moving the projector in the junkyard so it faces into Ensville. Is that going to be a problem?
Say that again.
Okay, so this is a side project that Tailwind has been working on, and I believe they've at least gotten Cat in on it, but they wanted to have it so the projector that the lot of them use for movie night in the junkyards is set up so people in Ensville can watch it.
Lina's just like, yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, that was a plan beforehand when we kind of figured out people lived over there before all this. So now it's just like, does anyone over there have preferences for movies? We can put that into the rotation.
She looks at Roadkill like, hmm?
And he sighs and he's like, I guess I can ask around.
Currently, we just have a bunch of anime.
Anime is good.
I don't know why you need anything else.
She's like, we could watch Akira.
I don't think Akira would be a good idea. That
probably
seems
not.
kind of
No,
racially
yeah,
sensitive.
No, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
I'll watch it
that's
on my
kind of-
own on my phone later.
Yeah, it's like, no,
But your
thanks.
phone has
I
a
went through that
screen?
myself. No, thank you.
Well, that reminds me. Does Roadkill still have the DVD player that Cat gave him?
You
with
can
the anime?
ask.
Cat's just like looks up at Roadkill. So, while we're talking about anime, did you enjoy the stuff I lent you?
Huh?
The
He's like,
DVD player I lent you.
oh. So you're the gas mask one, right?
He nods enthusiastically.
Smunk.
It was fine. You can roll insight.
I'm gonna.
He looks away. It was fine, Babaka.
That is a 17 plus. What the fuck's my insight? 17 plus 4 is a 21.
Oh boy.
I need this so bad. I just want to have a shit-eating grin.
Well, he rolled a 10 on deception, so
Come on, come on, Squidward. Do you like Krabby Patties?
No, that's exactly what's happening. No.
I haven't watched SpongeBob. I don't understand the reference.
We'll show you later. That's like one of the few SpongeBob things I saw as a youth.
Yeah, so Nikola and Tailwind, does anyone else want to roll?
Cat rolled.
I
Cat
shall
roll. Oh, an
roll.
11 as well. Okay.
John doesn't care if you like anime or not, Roadkill.
Oh no, Shaun, Roadkill's favorite. That's an 8. Lina is thinking about Akira.
Yeah, Roadkill is trying to play it off, but he did watch some of the anime that Cat loaned him, and he did like some of it.
The tail swishes. It betrays him.
Probably, yes.
I'm just like if picturing this moment, it's just like with a lot of us giving like inquisitive looks. There's a shit-eating grin on Tailwind's face. Lina's in the background, just having a picture of the Akira slide in her head.
Yes. She want motorcycle.
Now I'm imagining Lina doing the Akira slide. Except
Hell yeah.
it's like a triangle.
They just share a thought bubble.
And Nikola with a fucking 21, I mean, you can see into Roadkill's head. He is mentally replaying some of the anime he liked, and it is...
He's also picturing the Akira slide.
No, it is idol anime.
Hell yeah!
Fuck yes.
Okay, hang
Just
on,
moron.
Nikola. Hold on.
My
Huh?
cheeks hurt from laughing.
Nikola is going to roll a deception to keep their face straight. And that is a 6 plus 7, so that's a 13.
They know how to be straight.
I saw that a mile away.
Thank you.
Jesus.
What about him?
Okay. I think that with the 13, because they're hopefully not the center of attention, they're just going to cover, like, they kind of rub their face to obscure any hint of a smile as they send a cat. If you really like the idol anime, don't
No,
say it right now, but
before-
later on.
I'm
Oh.
interrupting you to say it is specifically bootleg Zombieland Saga, so it's probably called like Undead Takeover Story, which I figured out this like within the week of cat loaning this to him, and it just hasn't come up yet. But
Now I gotta watch
So-
Zombieland Saga.
it is specifically
Hilarious.
Zombieland Saga.
Like, Cat's wearing a mask, so his expression doesn't change, but just like the way his animated shifts, so it looks like his grin's gotten bigger.
Got
Don't-
anime shadow on
again,
their eyes.
His lines
Don't
just got
don't
wobbly.
say it again. Sorry. Oh, okay.
Starlight mask. If I can find where I dropped that.
I think like Nicola's gonna be like again, this is not for right now. This is for the long con. Get me the long con. So like you bring this up, just and don't mention I said it, or like don't. You get the mental equivalent of like neurodivergent hand gestures. Like just be cool, but also later on, ask him if he'd like enemies like that one, whatever that one was.
Hatsune Miku is an actual person that lives in the internet.
Listen, he got suckered in by the whole it's a zombie premise and advertising, and then by the time he realized it was an idol anime, it was too late for him.
It was
Lina over here like
incorrect.
hee hee hee.
All right, so we have some actionable plans, some next steps, some long-term steps, and some I don't even know how we're going to do the steps on this docket.
I will let you know, Zen, that Lina does have plans to make them watch She-Ra because they're like, look at the cool lobster claw lady. Cosplay, maybe? Just a little bit?
Can we sneak Roadkill into town next Halloween? We have a whole year to get them
No.
acclimated.
You know what? You know what though? Cat is absolutely the sort of person who knows a lot of very obscure anime. He could
Hell yeah.
absolutely fucking convince someone that Roadkill is fucking cosplaying.
Lina supporting that action.
It's just one of those things in the back of Tailwind's mind.
Don't worry, it's a cosplayer.
All right. Anything else on the proverbial docket?
Lina in her head is just like, if we make anime conventions mainstream,
The weeb shall inherit the earth.
the weebs will inherit the earth. Overthrow the government with weeaboos. Maybe.
They do
Now
have
I'm just imagining the fucking updated anti-Wellspring site is just like very anime.
We do the peasant canon, but with weebs.
Just like
I-
sparkly anime gifs about fucking the horrors of Wellspring.
I have
a
a
terrible
horrible.
Tumblr style OC called like Hellspring Chan.
No.
I have a
I'd
horrible, horrible request, and no one is like responsible for even like trying this. But I want to put this out. Caramel dancing with Roadkill and Lina.
What?
Lina would be for that. Caramel dancing. It was a meme from like
Oh,
early YouTube.
I
Oh my
didn't hear it
god.
right. So I was like, Caramel Destiny?
Caramel Destiny, this anime coming fall.
I heard Carl Desu.
1 second. Give
I-
me a
I know
second.
what Caramel Dancing is.
Thank you.
No, KT, you get those words out of your mouth.
They're not in my mouth. They're on the chat.
God.
No, I'm disowning you.
I'm not wrong, and you hate it.
Ah,
They have a hoodie, Crocs, and a mask. What do you mean?
We already knew this.
Tumblr is trash and Cat is king.
Tala listening to this recording later.
I'm sorry, Tala.
Remember, we did ask Roadkill about Tall, Dark, and Slimy, right? If
Mhm.
he's ever heard of them, seen them, etc.
He
Does
did
that mean
not.
they're
It did,
TDS?
yes, I think you asked, and that did not sound familiar to him.
Okay, yeah, I was pretty sure he was like, no, which is weird, considering he's apparently in the city and was like, get the fuck out of the city.
What, do you think all mutants just know each other?
No, I figured if Roadkill's afraid to go over there, that he might have had a run-in with him.
Or, people are just awful.
Yeah, people are awful, but he has a giant crab claw to crush their stupid heads in.
You think that they're just gonna... Lina just looks at you like, bruh.
Nikola, without looking up from the notebooks, just like, no murder.
No
I
murder
don't
yet.
think she can murder me.
It was only a suggestion. I was putting our options on the table.
I don't plan on killing Shaun.
I look. There's already like plans on the cell suit. It's gonna be made out of a biker leather jacket, and because of how the artificer armor works, it might have a hand cannon.
Oh.
I do have one question. Do we want to try to make contact with the some of the other residents of Ainsville?
Maybe not yet until you guys are more established and confident in what you're doing, because, again, it's a bit of a complicated
Dog.
situation.
What do you
All right.
mean? We have loads of confidence. Look at Nikola.
Okay, I mean confidence in
Wow.
the way that matters.
Wow.
No, like your social
Look how
confidence is
gross.
great, but I'm talking about like confidence in your abilities. This is not sounding good.
Well, here, I guess that brings us down to a decision. Do we as a group, meaning perhaps not the two of you, looks at Roadkill and Lina, do we want to have our mutant personas be known as forces of good in the city? Or do we want to keep trying to be secretive?
Well, if
I-
you... Sorry, you go.
No, it's like I think that's kind of a yes on both occasions.
If you keep fighting things, it'll inevitably happen. Potentially, you can either try to get out ahead of it, but Bronson might have negative propaganda towards you that you will have to fight public opinion on.
I'm not gonna lie.
am-
I'm an anarchist at heart. I don't care about public infrastructure.
Lina
If
is
I have
like,
to smash through a building,
Cat's just like, I mean, I think we all know that I kind of dream of being a superhero anime star child. I do not think you need to guess my opinion on being a public hero.
Do not gas mask.
I mean, in theory, if you try to become more public, if you're ever exposed, maybe people will be more on your side and it'll be harder to make you disappear.
Exactly.
That's a charming thought. Thank you, Lina.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's reality. Reality's so charming, isn't it?
Yo.
Yeah. The
Hunter.
Yee.
we're trying to
Chippy.
keep an optimistic spin on things.
I mean, I thought it was pretty optimistic with the possibility of you not disappearing.
No,
Yeah.
well, there's that. The Shaun's like slowing down of the momentum here.
I mean, drugs.
Well, in that case, okay. Show of hands. Are we willing to, if it comes up, be sort of go public, for lack of a better term? I think that they look at you, Shaun, specifically.
The secret identity's intact.
It's like public in a very redacted version of the word. Because it's not really public.
So just brand yourselves as heroes?
I think Nikola puts up their hand.
Cat also does.
All right.
It's your
Cat put up
guys'
both
choice.
hands. Let's be
Yeah.
real.
All right. The ayes have it. All right.
Well, Shaun, how do you feel?
Yeah, just waiting on your opinion here. Considering
Oh, sorry.
I'm an impulsive person. I literally ran into the fight with the thing living in the ferret tubes in my workshop with a hockey mask and breaking into a sports building for equipment.
Tailwind!
I know what I'm.
It's like,
Look,
Is,
we're
is
being
that,
honest here. I'm being honest.
is that why the gym equipment is missing?
It's not the gym. It was a sports center downtown when cars were being thrown around.
I'm talking about 3 months ago. I have
There has
anything to do with you, or is that somebody else?
There is an internal history check. I don't remember.
Damn it.
There is a non-zero chance. I'm just imagining Cat looking shifty.
The mask starts sweating from behind Lina.
Shaun.
well, considering they apparently know about us anyway at this point, the whole reason to hide is basically gone. So I suppose if we're going to try and keep people from dying horribly, we might as well get the good press.
All right.
Tailwind.
Yes.
We can promote the heroes on the website.
Get ahead of propaganda.
Get ahead of propaganda!
Make our own
Make our
propaganda.
own pop-up ads! I mean propaganda!
Propaganda.
Lol.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
We could do profiles of our heroes.
If we are not making ourselves idols.
Hey, is Kat gonna be the Peter Parker and take pictures of Smock?
Cat is busily working up just like a backstory for Smog.
Nothing good ever happened to Peter Parker. Let us make that abundantly clear.
The best thing that happened to Peter Parker, yeah, I know you're right. I can't think of anything. That sucks.
I mean, yes.
Peter Parker didn't habitually carry around swords.
Okay, so the good things that happened to Peter Parker. He got married, got taken away from him. He had a business that was started when someone else was living in his body.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Doc Ock arc.
Yeah. If you ever want to look that arc up for comics, it's called Superior Spider-Man. It literally starts with Dr. Octopus swapping his mind with Peter's and letting his body die.
What? So Peter in Doc Ock's body dies?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
He comes back as a ghost.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fucked up.
It literally
Oh.
ended with Doc Ock admitting that he was not a better Spider-Man than Peter, and then mentally letting Peter back into his own body.
So Peter was just watching?
Yep.
He effectively was inside his own body without any like watching
like,
with no
force ghosting.
veil.
Oh, so
Yeah,
like
he was force
Animorphs.
Like Animorphs.
I've never seen a single episode of the show.
Animorphs is a
No,
book series and a show.
Yeah, fuck the Animorphs TV series.
The Animorphs TV series is
It's kind of
interesting.
trash. The Animorphs TV series is not as serious as the books.
Yeah, the books are fucked up from what I have seen on
absolutely.
TikTok.
Yes.
I don't read. I'm dyslexic.
They're
They have
brilliant.
audiobooks.
Yes, I forget about audiobooks.
Also graphic novels.
Yes.
So that's lovely visuals, I'm sure.
If they do not
Um,
have the covers where you tilt them and you see the shift, I will
They
be
don't.
so disappointed. Fuck!
The
They
lenticular
don't,
That
but it's
was-
okay.
that
they,
was-
they show you the morphing in hideous detail in the panels.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 body horror.
The picture
Also,
shifting
we
when you
have
look
the
at it
book-
was only from like the 2015 reprints where they updated all the 90s cultural references. The original covers had the like 5 image transformations.
Those are really funny
Yeah.
too. Anyway, we're getting way off topic. I'm
We
so
are.
sorry.
Indeed. Roadkill,
Our
Okay.
character nerding out led to us nerding out.
Roadkill says, I mean, it's gonna be pretty hard to write hero profiles if this one doesn't even have a name he's willing to go by. Gesturing at Shaun. You're getting called out for
I
not
didn't
having
think
a
I'd
hero
have to-
name yet.
I didn't
See,
think I was gonna
Rush
have to
Hour-
name myself, seeing as I was just.
I told
Gross.
you, if you didn't name yourself, you were getting an Invisibill style terrible nickname assigned to you.
No, I'm saying that's Shaun in character saying, not me. I know he's getting a terrible name.
I just imagine like Kat and
The
Lina in the
amazing
background, like
goo.
sparkling, like, oh, you need a name?
Yeah,
We can start a
exactly.
poll.
Because honestly, in character, Shaun would not make a name. He doesn't want one. So he's getting one. Forcibly assigned.
So yeah, just like juxtaposition in the background. I mean, we could start a poll on the website.
Subscribe, and you might have the
No.
chance to name your own hero.
Hey, we could make some revenue.
tie it
subscription
to
service.
Do we really want to make our radicalized anti-government organization monetized?
Listen, you've got to work within the system to destabilize it. Capitalism is terrible, but you can't escape from capitalism before collapsing it.
Maybe we shouldn't put our government schemes on Patreon.
Yeah, no, that's probably a really bad idea. Almost as bad as, making
We can get
recognizable names.
VPN.
Help fund us to take down Bronson, and you might get your very own cat plushie.
Oh my god.
Go.
No, it's just like I can't wait for the point because this was like something that I've seen a couple of times in like fan art of different superhero stuff. Is bootleg versions of ourselves in merch.
I'm going to
Hell
dump
yeah,
all
that's
of
when
you in
know
the river.
you've made it.
No, okay, so you're the easiest one. You're the easiest one, Shaun. It's just gonna be a like one of those like biohazard
Mod
things of goo with 2 eyes in it.
Mod
Great.
Mod Podge. Mod Podge. Mod Podge. Says the crafter. Mod Podge.
Yeah, that.
Mod Podge. She's sparkling. Mod Podge.
You've said that like. No, actually, Roadkill will say, yeah, you said it like 50 times now. We get it.
Sparkles up at Roadkill. Mod Podge. He pulls out a bottle of Mod Podge. Mod Podge.
That's when he just snaps your little fingers off.
He would not.
He would never. He would never.
Did you cry?
He like
All
looks
right.
between the Mod Podge and Shaun, and he's like, I don't see the connection.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever actually seen Shaun's mutant form.
She pulls out
did.
Gugon and then is like, wait, no, that's the wrong thing. Puts it back.
In stress testing he did, but Shaun did not introduce himself then, and Shaun did not introduce himself now. And like process
True.
of elimination, maybe he can connect the two, but also like Penumbra was apparently part of this group and he didn't know, so maybe you have a secret sixth member somewhere that's the slime guy.
True.
No, that's just the stick bug.
That's the stick. That's
That's the better mayor.
Excuse you. He has a title which you will respect.
Lina like, oh, we can make the better mayor the mascot and put him on our website.
I don't think you should do that because it's in Tailwind's house.
That is fair. That is a good point.
Yeah, we leave him at the junkyard
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm
the
already
bug.
along
worried.
with the living scarecrow and the goo.
That the wait, what?
The
Oh
goo that
yeah,
isn't me.
at some point, I don't know when, but there was a scarecrow that apparently got exposed to some Catalyst V. Don't know how that happened. Looking away.
What?
That insulted us while we were trying to train, and then
What?
once we kicked the crap out of it, it turned into a stoner.
What?
If you want to
It
try
was a
and
weird day.
if you want to try and figure out how it might have gotten exposed to Cat V, you can try rolling intelligence.
Me outside of character turned into a stoner. Perspicuity?
And straight intelligence.
Yep.
Okay. Give me a second.
Oh no, was it Tailwind?
No one has figured it out yet.
Oh no, there's a reason.
So I'm letting you roll because I'm. Yeah. So 21. Remembering that incident, immediately prior to the training dummy waking up and starting to talk, Shaun landed a bad hit on it and scraped his hand, and goo got all over the training dummy.
Oh,
So
good. I'm
Oh,
contagious.
there's just a like. Okay, I don't know how that happened. Flashback to the moment. Looks like hard creaking to Shaun. Shaun, can I ask
We
something?
did a She-Hulk on a dummy.
Can I ask something of you?
Possibly. Depends on what it is.
Next time you do your thing, can I get a sample?
Lina's just facepalm again.
Roadkill from the background. Gross.
Only if
Possibly.
you make it gross. Only if you make it gross.
I'm sorry, I don't think I understand.
Okay.
What are you gonna do with it? Because if you're
Punch.
gonna mix it with the other slime thing, no.
No.
You are
No.
not father.
No. Okay. Do you remember the training day? It was all fun. We had some laughs, some wipeout moments. When we were going to like test out like strength stuff. The only
You guys
thing that
had a
comes to
training
mind,
montage?
we did have a training montage.
Cool.
Didn't
We
go
might
well.
have like dunked our. We might have flown into the river a couple of times. But when I'm thinking back about that, the only time that Scarecrow started to act up is after you punched it in your other form.
Mm. That's a problem.
Wait,
Uh,
wait. Shaun, are you literally just Catalyst V on the inside?
That's the theory.
No.
Do you know for sure? Because apparently you brought a dummy to life.
Apparently I'm contagious. I don't know.
You're a father now.
I am not.
The dummy is your child.
Then I'm
Oh,
a great
shit.
father. The first thing I did was punch it.
I mean,
You had some issues there. We needed to deal with that, but not tonight.
family therapy.
That's out of
Nikola
character.
is not making contact with anyone.
Well, there's a thought. If we need recruits,
No.
What do
No.
you no? No.
No, no,
That feels like this close to necromancy.
no. First line of business: never let Shaun near ill will.
Never let Shaun bleed.
That's kind of hard. They don't have skin in
Yeah.
the
But
other form.
the blood though.
It's
Somehow
not blood.
it's not blood.
Actually, that's a good point. When I turn, some of my ink goes not purple anymore. I don't think we need.
It's green. Lina sits down.
Yeah, well, maybe we can just have kind of like a blood draw afternoon where.
Ink draw, yeah.
I
Yeah.
need to find better books on biology.
New meaning for
Oh,
Inktober.
So you guys are telling me that if for some reason they're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna go check up on every Shaun in the city, and they happen to do a blood draw, I'm going to have problems.
Well, we'll have to find
telling.
out that first.
Yeah,
Don't
this is
donate
all
blood for a bit.
we
to
have a
be fair,
lot
I
of
think
theories.
most of us would probably have problems. I do not think our biology is not meaningfully changed.
Shaun, you turn into goo, and Cat, you turn into literal smoke.
Correct.
Exactly.
And your bio. But say that last part again. Did you say isn't
I think
I said there's probably some sort of lasting effect on our biology. Yes.
I misheard you. That makes sense.
Like, Cat's just like like even when I am in this form, I still have some side effects. And he breathes out a little puff of smoke.
yeah, that's weird when it comes out of your like the mask eye holes.
Yeah, that's weird. Don't do that. It's gross.
And like Nikola points at their brain like, this doesn't go away. Like it doesn't. I don't think that even turning into to me, like OG me, even like tamps it down.
Well, you see, Nikola, I'm working on the assumption that it's different because it's weird mutant shit. Because thinking, oh yeah, I'm not actually like a proper tune at all anymore. No, no, no. It's all
I
slime all the time, baby.
I
Is
look away and
horrifying
there's
and
3
existentially a
pages.
problem, and I'm not dealing with it. So we're not going to talk about it.
That doesn't help the problem if we don't talk about it.
If you're goo, what happens to your organs?
I don't know. They disappear.
I
Are
mean,
they there currently?
Well, I'm breathing.
yeah.
I mean, that doesn't prove much.
I mean, we're toons. That's
That's just part of the animation cycle.
yeah.
That's just our idle animations.
It's just-
Yeah, like there's plenty of tunes out there without any like bones or like need for a skeleton. It doesn't come up. That doesn't answer the question. For now,
Well, I'm not letting
okay.
you cut me open to find out, so.
No, that's why I asked for a sample next time you go goo.
I have needles, don't ask why.
Okay. Nikola writes down needles crossed off.
Good to know.
Nikola has made a grocery list. On it is leather jackets, biology books, blood drawing equipment.
You know, all normal things for a teenager to get the hold of.
Hey, I want to know an awful superhero name for Shaun.
You're
Are
gonna
you
do
going to say
Bucket Boy
Bloody Bones and
2.0.
Rawhide?
I've got a list of terrible names.
I mean, I was gonna say slurry, but okay.
Slush Puppy, that's the one I was trying to remember.
Slush puppy, no!
You don't
That's
even
so
look like a
good,
dog.
though!
You don't even look like a dog when I'm a mutant.
He's always Clag, I guess.
What?
You know, Clag.
On
What?
my list is Gak, Oobleck, Bucket Boy,
Oobleck!
Cadmus, and Slush Puppy.
Yeah, if you all look under action statements, one of them is named Shaun.
Wonderful.
Good to know.
Okay.
Oh, somewhere on this list, Tailwind. Actually, Lina, you and I talked about doing a kind of mind reading resistance training.
Yeah.
I have to say I'm not happy about it, but you make a good case for why it should be a thing.
Yeah.
Tailwind, would you help me come up with a procedure so that we could do that without me learning everyone's innermost secrets?
Okay. I
Like-
have an
like-
idea. It might require a lot of telenovelas.
What?
Eleanor? Okay, but can we watch the one where the prince is switched with the, well, it's basically based off that old fairy tale, but it's really good.
I was thinking just something with like a deck of playing cards and like me trying to discern what everyone has and so like I don't have like it's just right there, so I don't have to go like farther than like the doorway, if that makes sense.
I guess I could just start thinking in Spanish, but yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff like that. Every time I have asked what my brain is like, Nick and Penumbra say a chaotic tornado and or static. So like thoughts on how that works is probably around just like mass of thoughts, and what is on the top of your head goes first. So it's more like your actual thoughts need to be your own subliminal thoughts. So earworms and thought worms are very good at keeping your head from being red.
Lina, who keeps thinking about 2000s pop, like nodding.
Roadkill did start looking very skeptically and suspiciously at Nikola when they suggested this.
Nikola like looks over like not I think just like a very mild like you know that expression where it's kind of like a non-confrontational, if you have something to say it, like this is like a brainstorming session.
Yeah. It
Like they're looking at Roadkill with that.
So I think he will say, well, your former teammate hasn't exactly made a good impression in that arena, so maybe I don't trust you to try that kind of thing on Lina yet.
That's understandable,
yeah.
but
That's
that's
I
Lena's choice.
volunteer as tribute.
Matt, you don't
There's
have a
going to be-
brain to read.
Oh, no one has.
Sorry. I was gonna say a mean comment, and I'm like, Lina wouldn't say that.
Say it anyway, coward.
Me out of character, just like, wouldn't that be Shaun?
Well, that's what Kat says back, you see. They can both stab each other with that one.
I have to say I'm not jazzed about the prospect, and no one has to participate who doesn't want to. But I'm also going to ask every person to decide for themselves, because if this is something that can help people feel and be safer, that's important.
I'll be careful, Roadkill. I won't do too much. But if the other person comes back, I'd like to be able to do more.
Yeah, it's more of a point of you need to learn how to trip before you learn how to fall.
I just
That
don't.
is not true. You can fall without any practice.
Yeah, falling without any practice leads to injury.
Yeah, but you still fall down.
I feel like this is a bad analogy to begin with.
Hmm. Yeah,
Maybe
Roadkill,
learn
like,
how to walk before run would be a better one.
mhm.
It was right there.
More like throwing babies into the pool to teach them how to float before they drown. But Roadkill won't push it. He looks like he's not happy about it, but
I'm probably gonna take a little bit of a break just cause
you're very
yeah.
quiet.
Lina's just like, I am probably gonna take a little bit of a break just cause yeah. But I wanna be able to protect what I know.
So that's another thing to work on. Roadkill, do you have any ideas for like immediate things that we should be doing? All opinions here are valid.
This is a
There are no bad ideas.
Uh, he's like, why the hell
I
would
was
I
so
know?
tempted to follow that up with an incredibly stupid idea.
So Roadkill's like, I mean, how the hell would I know what you guys should do next?
Do you have an opinion? What would you like us to do?
I mean, Nikola, if you're in range, he's just thinking like, leave Lina the fuck alone. But
Lina's thoughts are, oh gosh, please stop asking Roadkill these things.
I think Nicola's just like, well, if you think of something, then feel free to give it to the group. Perhaps just like a light break for us all to kind of stretch your legs and decompress, and maybe that would be they stand up.
If if Roadkill has any thoughts, later I'll let you all know.
Okay.
Lina kind of bumps Roadkill's arm like a it's okay.
aw.
I
Oh,
gotta say, like, if you're planning to be like good guys and show off, one, how, and two, what are you gonna do if Brittney starts causing problems?
Is that in
Brittney.
character?
Yes.
Oh,
So Shaun just made a whoopsie.
Everyone looks at
there's
Shaun.
there's an immediate like one frame of
Can I roll to connect dots, or is it that obvious?
I mean, I would say you have to roll something.
Yeah.
There is, at least theoretically, Brittney is the mayor's daughter, and the mayor's out for you, and your teenager's Brittney's age, so she could be causing problems not because she's a mutant, but because her dad's a dick.
Yeah.
And like,
That's one of her besties.
Mhm.
yeah, exactly. Like, she,
Investigation or history?
I would say because you're trying to like make a connection, probably
Insight,
something
maybe.
intelligence.
I'd personally say insight because you're trying to fucking you're trying to put your brain on
Yeah.
to figure things out.
I'll do insight
Mhm.
if that's what the demon would like.
Yeah, insight
Yeah, it's up
works.
to you.
Okay.
Trying to intuit what Shaun meant by Brittney causing problems.
I think Lina's just like, Brittney Bronson?
She's an acquaintance of mine.
I remember seeing you two hanging out for a project.
I mean,
Yeah,
Shaun
they were
did
at the
used
top
to
of the
date
tower.
Brittney.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about that, Lina says.
And
That's a
Nick-
14.
Can Nikola casually listen to her thoughts to hear if she's being genuine or not?
About
Not having put together that Brittany's penumbra.
up to Zen. What does a 14 get?
I would say, Shaun, do you want to roll something to counter? Cause like 14's like very middle, where it's not an obvious success or fail, so it could go either way.
Yeah, let me go ahead and just pull that up.
Could
So
Nikola take the help
deception.
action?
Yeah, I need to
Mhm.
check what my deception is. So
I mean,
Want to gaslight your girlfriend, Nikola?
No.
I mean, it's. I don't think it'd be a contested role since, you know, it's not something Shaun's trying to do. Maybe just
mean-
roll again and take the higher.
I mean, okay, so
lower?
maybe anyone who was trying to convince Lina of an alternative interpretation other than Brittney as Penumbra can roll deception.
I think Tailwind is just trying to deflect attention to something else immediately.
Like,
I'll
who-
roll deception because I didn't just like naturally bring up that they used to date. So
yeah,
like,
so Cat rolls deception, and we shall see.
even though he's not trying to deceive, it's just
To deflect.
he wasn't even
With-
doing that. He's
yeah.
just he reminded him.
Yeah, whether intentionally
Shaun.
or not, this is the group's chance to get to distract Lina.
Shaun mentions
What?
Brittany. Kat. Oh yeah, you used to date her.
yeah, basically.
Whew, phew.
16. Okay, yeah, so I will say,
You know.
you know, it's a little bit odd that Shaun brought Brittany up as like a big obstacle, but you know, it's probably not because she's secretly Penumbra. It's she's the mayor's daughter, and you have very explicitly made clear that the mayor is your enemy. And now, when Kat brings up that yes, Brittany has ties to Shaun, yeah, you can see how that could be a problem.
Yeah, she's
Ties
a
to
classmate and an obstacle. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And an
ties
ex.
to Brittany.
And we've been worrying about apparently who is apparently contagious. We haven't been dating since then, but you know, things to be concerned about.
Does Shaun say that?
No.
Okay, good.
Shaun, shut your
Hey.
mouth before you get yourself in trouble. I'm
Blood
kidding.
out their
but...
goo.
They gurgle. All right, so
Hear them hurgling.
back on topic. Okay, so we have leather jackets. Should be an easy enough thing to knock off the list.
I might have one in my cosplay closet.
If you didn't, I would be disappointed in you.
I mean,
I mean,
most of the
I've probably
stuff-
got 3. I just don't know if if I've got any that'd fit Tailwind without some alteration, and that'd take me a little bit of time.
That's a
That is
lot of
fair.
that's a fine amount of leather.
If you-
There's
If you need help with
Cosplay
that,
is serious business.
I mean, I have some leather jackets that might fit them. cosplay is important.
It's gonna be filled with glitter. Look, it can't be as any worse than the trash can I wore for Halloween.
You were a beautiful trash can.
You were a fun trash can. Much better than a trash can.
I ate someone.
What?
Tailwind will refuse to elaborate.
Pardon?
Anyway,
Like in a he who way? No, it's just like, wait. In a he who way? Or literally
refuse to elaborate.
looks at Nikola concerned.
In a he who way. I'm pretty sure.
You ruined the fun of that. You ruined the fun of that.
What, you don't think Tailwind would eat someone?
That's why I was concerned, because I don't put it past them.
I would hope not.
I would hope not too, but I don't know anymore.
Look, I may not be that hungry ever, but you get me in a spiteful mood,
I have
and
seen you in the trash can at lunch.
I leave things in there. No one goes in there, not even the janitors.
It's when he's hunting. They're hunting.
Scavenger instinct.
I love our little trash dog.
I'm a fuck.
How would you even fit like an entire person? I mean, like, there's very few people that are smaller than you.
Lina looking at Roadkill like, I am aware. I am aware
Don't
that
know
I'm
whether-
smaller than
Oh, no.
Tailwind. You don't have to.
I don't know whether I should take that as an insult or a compliment. I'm going to take it as a compliment to spite you.
Looks at Tailwind with a glower.
There's a shit-eating grin.
Well, I guess technically Tailwind is as big or as small as he wants to be if he's being all electricity again.
They.
Thank you. That is something that we might need to do. Training montage episode 2. When the weird signal on Halloween happened, I could phase into things, and I possessed a cop bot.
You did a what?
I possessed a cop bot.
So what you're saying is if we figure out how to do that again, we have an inside man?
Possibly.
Quote unquote?
Yes. I didn't get a chance to try it on a computer, but that is also something to
Oh
figure
my gosh,
out.
can you surf the internet a la 90s?
Hacker
Isn't this-
man.
Are you Freakazoid? Yes or no answers only.
I don't know.
Or they don't know it.
We
Now
we
wanna watch
might.
Freakazoid.
I remember Freakazoid, but it's been years.
I love Freakazoid. Sorry.
Anyways, so that might be something to invite everyone, including you, Roadkill, to figure out what we can all do in conjunction to help each other.
Basically, all you're telling me so far is, yeah, I should be careful because my extra powers suck.
Look, if you
I
can
mean,
bring
we
someone
don't know
else to
that
life
we're
to
not-
help us, that is interesting.
We don't
Don't
know
want to
that we're
make
not
more mutants.
all contagious. We
Which
should
is
probably
why we
check
need to
that
test.
actually, because if one of us is contagious, we might all be.
Are we just carriers? Like a pathogen carrier?
Oh god. If Catalyst V is like, if we are organisms in a larger living thing, like connected by Catalyst V, like little white blood cells and shit, I'm out. I'm gone. I'm going back to the farm.
I mean, I hope not.
Lina looks a little sad.
Like, it's just Listen.
So, yeah, there's a lot of things on the docket.
Like, the scarecrow was friendly, but it doesn't mean anything else would be friendly. And it was still swearing a bunch.
Yeah, right now it's just kind of gotten very calm and is sitting at the window, kind of just being. I have employed it as a lookout.
Employed what as a lookout?
The scarecrow. It's still
Ah.
alive.
Oh, right.
Things just don't go away when we stop looking at them.
I am aware. Unless you're thinking about theoretical physics, and then you never know.
Theoretical physics is bullshit because the theory and physics are two completely opposite things. I don't need to get on and on in on
This
this.
is hilarious coming from the person who turned into electricity. And possessed a cop bot.
They are the one going, haha, physics.
Yeah. You're kind of like a physical manifestation of theoretical physics at the moment, so she shrugs. You've become your worst nightmare, Tailwind. You are the monster.
There's a
all
Muppet
the monster.
frown.
Cut to live action Muppet. Tailwind frowning.
I mean, Muppet Born are a separate thing.
Yeah,
are.
that might be. I just might have done a microaggression.
Ooh.
I love these games. They're very silly. Anyways, is there anything else that we should keep in mind?
I think Lina kind of looks at Roadkill and then looks back at the group. Roadkill isn't necessarily a combatant to rely upon.
Yeah, I mean, you don't go into the city, but
Well, even here in Innsville, just they'll be around, but
I got my
They
own
have
shit to
been
worry about.
yeah,
exactly.
I think we more like rely on you as a scout and information person. Considering last time we saw you in combat, you kind of missed a lot.
Oh, he
well,
glowers.
Also, well,
There's a shit-eating grin.
they also saved my life, kind of, so on multiple occasions.
I mean, last time
Yeah.
you didn't see me in combat,
Yeah, they did really well. Actually, that was... I know you're not supposed to tell me a lot about Penumbra, but do they wear armor?
Not that I know of.
I
Huh.
do not believe so.
Why?
Well, there's just... looks at Roadkill like, well, there's the metal sound.
The metal sound?
The metal sound.
Do you know the metal sound who lives on Drury Lane?
No,
Do you know
Cat,
the
you're
metal
the one
sound?
that would understand the metal sound most.
See,
she.
Emotional,
Cat goes-
serious scene. Muffin Man quote.
She tore
Cat
her.
would go like
Cat is the muffin
flat
man.
faced behind his mask. Because I think he does know something about it, and he is
He
very
does know the
glad
Muffin Man.
he does.
Okay.
Because
Are
he
you the muffin man?
saw.
He
Like-
saw the wires.
Yeah, so he's just like, oh, I might know what that is actually, but I do not think it is my thing to say.
Can I
And-
roll an insight?
Hang on. Roadkill explains for the group's benefit, like, she tore her way out of my claw and there was this sound like metal tearing.
Yeah.
That's weird, because usually Penumbra was doing, like, the tentacle shit, not the metal shit.
Yeah,
Well,
Cat is very glad he's wearing a mask now.
there's like a motif that they're going for, and it was more eldritch monstrosity meets that one dude from the Sailor Moon show that didn't do anything.
Tuxedo Mask?
Yeah, that one.
And that's his name.
Ah, look at them. They're so suave. When are you ever going to do anything except throw a rose?
Interrupt the combat for 2 seconds.
Don't
I'm
worry.
away.
I believe in you, throws a rose. Get the fuck out of here.
Arthur, were you saying something?
I was gonna ask if Nikola could also roll, but insight on cat.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cat's being not shifty enough.
Roll the 3.
That
I
is
am not
an
built
8.
for insight.
That is an
Ooh.
18 on the die plus something broken. Hang on.
Oh. Kat, do you want to roll your deception?
Okay, that's 18 plus
Don't you have like a plus
4.
8? 4? Okay.
4.
Could I argue, since Cat is wearing a mask, that that's at disadvantage?
You wear the mask all the time and all your friends know you wearing the mask. I mean, I guess
Yeah,
Nicola's only known you for a few months, so it's not as...
Well,
Eh.
here's the thing. What is Cat thinking?
Yeah.
That's true.
Brain powers.
I will say no advantage.
What's in your mind, Cat?
I'm gonna open you like a book.
Hmm.
Oh no, all the
Those
pages are
dust off the
smoky.
pages.
Oh no, you blew away the pages and made of smoke.
Oh shit.
Okay, I at the very least do not have a negative in deception. I could theoretically beat this.
A
You got
22?
this.
Tailwind is not paying attention to that.
Wait, a 22? Yeah, I can't beat this
Yeah.
then.
Arthur, can you put your roll in the chat? Or just
That's
the
an 8.
number? Ooh, yep. I think Nicola
Definitely
can
not
tell.
beating that. So, Cat's just like flashes back to when he saw the wires. Just and the conversation he had with Brittney about it, where she didn't believe him about the wires.
Arthur, can you put your roll in?
Oh, sorry, shit. 18 plus 4 is a 20.
Woohoo.
God, I think Nicola's, can I roll a deception just to keep their fucking face straight?
Sure.
Ah, yes. The
This-
only straight thing
Nikola-
about them.
Okay,
Nikola does the exact same thing as Cat.
there's a, that's a 12 on the die plus 7. So that's a 19. 19.
yeah.
So,
do you- If Kat wants to roll insight to contest.
Them just like giving themselves
I
the
mean-
side eye.
I think they are, I think that like their face doesn't change, but there is like they may not do it now, but at some point they're going to. Yup.
Oh no.
Sees them react, well, carefully not reacting, and is just like in his head, just like, please don't tell anyone. It is not my secret.
Yeah, Nicola's like, yeah, no, I won't tell. Like outside, perfectly fine. Like they take a sip of their drink, they're fine. In their head, they're just like, yeah, no, not gonna say shit. The fuck? Maybe we can talk about that later.
Everyone else just looking at these two as they have this fucking mutual.
You are being awkward as fuck.
I mean, Nicola's keeping a perfectly straight face. They're looking fine.
And Cat isn't, but like, its Cat is always acting weird.
It's just Cat. And
Mhm.
he was just like, does anybody know anything about that?
No.
No.
It's
I mean-
we'll have to look into it.
Okay.
That would be something to ask for number probably.
I don't think that's
There-
going to be anytime soon, but
Yeah,
unless a big like I keep hyperbole mentioning a giant mutant rhinoceros, but like once things start getting public, we might be able to get another chance at talk.
Okay. Done.
What?
You know. You know.
Kitty face.
What?
Don't ask innocent. This little guy energy is not the right energy.
I think
Jeez.
if Lina is looking sad or uncomfortable, Nikola will give her kind of a little side hug.
She looks it. Sad.
Mug.
All right.
Nope.
Roadkill is like watching
I-
this, like, don't try
Easy thing.
anything at Nikola. Like, just like, you better not try and hurt Lina in front of him.
Easy things
Nikola-
first. Let's
Sorry.
worry about things that we can do like within the next couple of days first. We could probably ask Perspicuity if they have anyone that they trust that we can like get in on a little more information. There's looking for allies is important.
Yeah. I can start putting calls into the farm to look for soil supplies.
Scrap wood is always good.
Oh yeah, we get a lot of that. We have an orchard, so sometimes trees just
Oh.
gotta go down.
Well, yeah, there was that, and then we need to build like elevated platforms for fruit and vegetables.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, Roadkill. To be clear, do you want to be mentioned to courts at all?
Ooh, he's like a little bit, like deer in the headlights look a little bit,
You can take some time to think it over. At the very least, well, I guess I could call now, but that
I mean,
that doesn't have to happen now.
awkward high school crushes aside.
That
so
no,
he
that's not-
glares, like,
Alina's just like glaring and doing the thing like waving across your neck like don't do no, that's not a
Well,
thing.
My mom's a lesbian.
And they were lesbians.
mm,
I mean, I might have we go digging through their hammer space. I might have a picture of from when I was little. They pull out their wallet.
Please, please, please tell me it's like one of those joke things where you open it and like a bunch of photos fall out and it's all their grandparents.
oh
Yeah.
my god.
They're like, no, that's Mimi, that's Mima, that's grandmother, that's Grand, that's Gramp.
I will let
Hang
you know
on.
that in the South that there are people who call their grandpa Peepaw.
That sounds wrong.
Because there's Mima.
I know. I would go with Pap or like. I
I-
always called my father,
It
my
is a
grandfather on my
thing!
I
dad's
mean-
side, Pop.
Nikola has to get creative. He probably has all three of those.
Yes.
Yup.
The above circle.
Then do you want me to describe the moms, or do you have an idea in your head?
Nope, I have no idea. I would love a description of the moms.
Cool.
Here we go.
They pull out a picture. In the forefront is a very young, chubby, gap-toothed little Nikola who's just beaming and beaming at the camera. Behind him is a very short magenta UPN tune. Like just little round very buff, who also seems very happy. A fairly normal tune, kind of red hair. I think a less interesting Barbara Gordon from the Batman animated series. She's kind of dressed a little bit nicely. She looks awkward. And then leaving behind both of them is this tall wraith-like creature, with these long, multi-phalanged hands that are curled around both of their shoulders. There's an arch to the neck, and then it comes down into this sort of ragged black and gray veil. And among all of these different layers of
Very other mother.
Huh.
yeah, so that's
Oh.
that's my mom, that's the little one. That's my mom, that's Court, and that's Mother in the back.
So
Mom's
Wha-
Court.
so mom, ma, and mother.
Yeah.
Lina just like looks and be like, "Your mother looks metal as hell."
You have. I'm very confused.
Why
I
are
look
you?
nothing like my parents, but like I at least have. I don't know. This is odd.
What are you talking about? Lina points at Ma like, "There's a resemblance." Also, look at how their mom is standing. And then like gestures at their hero form, like, and their hero form kind of, points at their mother.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
shouldn't make sense.
Why
Yeah, I
not?
did ask about
Genetics.
I
Lina,
that-
totally accepting of this.
Yeah, my mother has it's a medical condition. It's called villain coding. She's very nice, but sometimes we get angry moms.
Ooh.
Yeah, they think she causes famines.
Okay,
We
no,
don't-
yeah, I have that, but my mom and dad, there's air quotes there, are like kind of have that aura about them, though they're actual like realtors and things. So, I
I have
don't
the,
know if
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
coding or not.
I have the opposite of that coding. Sad
Yeah.
sparkles.
Cat's just like, I'm told I'm really creepy.
Uh,
I've known you for years. You insert yourself into other people's lives, some for better and for awkwardness sometimes.
I mean, if you're standing down a dark alley with a red balloon, maybe.
I mean, that's everyone though.
I mean,
Just don't.
they got the smiley mask.
I mean, just don't stand in dark alleys with balloons.
I mean, Lina could pull it off.
Could
I mean, if I had my nightlight costume on, maybe.
No, I mean,
Speaking of that, I might need to
I-
borrow that costume just to put some things in it.
You mean like what?
I meant like Lina without the costume could stand in a dark alley with a balloon and not look creepy.
Lina's like, that's true. That's true. If anything, I would look like a tragic child. Someone would probably call the police to come pick me up and ask where my parents are. Do you know how many times that happens?
Well, that actually makes you a really good, subversive agent, because you can go into places that you're not supposed to be and say, oh, if you were caught, you can just be like, oh, I got very lost. Where are my adorable parents? And they will take
I
you.
am very small and I have no money.
Do you know how many cons we could run in town?
I mean, I do constantly get into the movies for like cheap.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
I mean, I try not to. I try to have an upstanding citizen persona.
it's overrated.
Not in this city. Not if you're trying to take down the mayor.
Nikola looks slightly besotted.
I mean, I'm already a social pariah, but I haven't gotten kicked out. I have never gotten kicked out of town.
I mean,
You're not a social pariah. We're friends.
Yes,
You're
Uh,
that is
not
why they are
You're
a social
not
pariah.
helping me. I work at the junkyard, which is only at most tolerated in town. Goat has multiple public arguments with Mayor Bronson about property rights because he's been trying for years to buy the place.
yeah.
It is the most passionate thing Goat gets about is just like the amount of times he has had to slam the door in that man's face. I haven't seen it myself, but apparently he did show up to the actual junkyard once.
Yeah, that's pretty serious. Damn.
I'm surprised he hasn't been disappeared. Do you think
You
you're
know what?
Apparently
That's a
he had
fair
an
point.
agreement and like an actual written contract that Bronson has been trying to back out of for years.
Doesn't Bronson realize junkyards are like necessary for a city to function?
I don't think the idiot does.
I mean, honestly, you could probably just start shipping it all over to Ennsville and no one would mind. No
If
one
they
should
ever
get-
do that, will you tell me so that I can punk them?
I like the only things we have been reusing as much as we possibly can, but they're still effectively we are known as a landfill.
Yeah. You know
You
what?
have
Considering how big the city is, I'm surprised the landfill is not bigger.
there's a lot of there's an amazing amount of things you can do with a welder and selling things to people calling themselves hipsters or influencers.
Or upcycling.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's always the possibility of other junkyards outside of the city that we don't know about, and you're the only one left in city, so I mean, it would be ridiculous of for a city of this size to only have one junkyard, right?
Yeah, that it's a point of contention. But yeah. I maybe could talk to Goat about that. It's a thing.
Oh, you know what a smart question to ask would be? You know, seeing as you're gonna try and be heroic and stuff and be more obvious. Where's the best place to go in Ennsville if we all have to vamoose very quickly forever?
I will set some places up, don't worry. I have a couple little bases.
Nikola writes safe houses under action points.
Good to know.
If there's any mutants that are intelligent we should be avoiding, because obviously Roadkill is fine. Roadkill's a decent person.
Most maybe for now.
I mean,
Roadkill's one of the nicer ones.
Yeah,
hey.
because I'm hearing that there's other ones that are gigantic assholes.
Are you upset for me calling you nice?
I mean, you don't know the other people that you're talking about, so.
I mean, the other day you were. We can talk about that later.
Yeah. I mean, most of the people still left out here aren't going to attack you for no reason. Maybe if
I'm
you
just
break
worried
into
they're
their
out of your way.
house, but
I'm just worried they're gonna try to talk to somebody and it's not actually a somebody.
If they try to take a bite out of me, I will punch them with a giant metal fist.
She face palms.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it's fair.
Then that's when you find out they eat metal and they're very happy to meet you.
What a wonderful greeting.
I mean, some people out here do eat metal.
I don't. Okay, I'm going to need to work on non-metal stuff then.
He's smirked.
Look, there's going to be a leather jacket project. I mean, we could get you matching leather jackets.
I could bedazzle one.
Yeah, a leather jacket's
It's
gonna
not like Lina
do
would
a
ever get to wear it
ton.
because Lina's gonna be incognito and not going to be drawing attention to herself.
Right. No bedazzling.
I mean, to be fair, Lina does already have an existing uh fucking forgot the word.
Persona?
Yes. Not the one no I was thinking of, but like
Alter
alter ego.
ego?
That's the bitch.
Alter ego always makes me think of alter egos, and I'm like, what kind? Like egos, like alter egos.
The way you said it, I thought you said Altair, like the first Assassin's Creed game.
I'll tell you, you know, waffles that kill you.
What the fuck?
Watch out for those waffle tunes; they really get you.
Gosh.
Awful waffles. Anyway.
Awful waffles. No.
As we're a bit derailed, do we think this is a good place for a quick break?
Yee.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I need to go do the chickens.
10
Yeah.
minutes or
Yeah, 10 minutes sounds
Maybe
good.
15.
15?
15, 20, less than an hour and a half.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
So.
Just
Alright.
short enough that you can all enjoy the Barbie movie gifts and then come back.
See you in a moment.
And we are back. So, before the break, I'm trying to remember. The last thing I remember, Nikola was showing the group a picture of his mom's.
Yep. The mom
Yep.
squad.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many, and they look very different than
And-
Tailwind expected.
And Tailwind is having a struggle with the genetic resemblance despite Toon.
Yeah, I mean, I asked my mom Courts if my mother was a mutant, but she said no. She said it was unrelated, so that's weird.
Lina turns to Roadkill and says, "If I end up talking to Quartz and you come up, what do you want me to do?"
I mean, it's not like I'm exactly a secret to her, so.
Okay. Don't worry, I won't mention certain things.
He just, like, gives you a look. Like, we'll talk about this later.
She does a little thumbs up, and then looks at Nikola like, "So,
Oh, my-
how's your parents, I guess? I don't know."
Bad. They're going through a divorce.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
I feel like I've mentioned. Did I just
You
tell
said
you
they were
This
having
is-
trouble. I didn't know they were getting divorced.
This is
I've
news
never-
to me.
Yeah, this is news to the rest of us.
It's kind of up in the air. It's okay. So, they hold up the picture and they like tap each person as they go. So, my mom, Court, no, actually, so my mom Penny taps found a very large sum of money in like a secret bank account that my mom Court taps had put aside ostensibly for my college, my education. But here's the thing: neither my mom Penny or my mother Dima know where my mom Courts got it, and she won't tell us. And if it was for my education, and it's news to me, that
I mean,
So
if-
things.
Sorry, you keep going.
Um, and she will absolutely not tell any of us where she got it. And she won't tell Grandpa Buck. She won't tell any of my grandparents. Quartz, by the way, is the one who was named by who was raised by the collective. So my mom Penny wants a divorce. My mother Dima is trying to keep everyone together, and Quartz will not say anything. And I called her the other night and asked for more information, asked if she could give any insight on what's going on, but yeah. I was really, looks at Roadkill, I was really hoping that y'all were in contact and that it was just that she was being protective of old friends. I was really hoping that it was something benign like that. I do not know what to think.
Lina isn't saying this, but you get the thoughts of, is this related to when she worked with Bronson? And second, if you were going to hide money, why wouldn't you just make up a fake relative and say it was an inheritance?
That sometimes doesn't work.
No, she's thinking this.
Oh,
I
I'm okay. So
think Roadkill is like, I mean, just because she hasn't been in touch doesn't mean she's not trying to hide stuff. I don't know what's going on with the money, but I mean, I'm still here whether or not she's been in touch with me to so there's she might be keeping secrets for a good reason, but I don't know anything about where she'd be getting money from.
I mean, I'm keeping secrets from my family for a good reason. Um, so I have more empathy than I did when I came to live here, but another reason why I don't know if that's what the money is for. She doesn't want me involved for good reason in trying to make the city a better place. Because it's big and scary and I'm her kid and I might get disappeared and she doesn't want that. She
Why?
yeah,
Why did she send you here and not Toontown?
she wasn't she wasn't in favor of me leaving the farm at all actually, but I was caught in the middle and I wanted to get away and Toontown sounds nice, but it's far. Um and honestly my grandma there has a lot going on outside of me. Not I don't think that she would have wanted me to be there when she couldn't give me her support. Um
That's fair.
I think you've mentioned like I don't know if you've mentioned uh her in game, but like I think you've mentioned they own a library in game. That's as much as I think the rest of us know.
They're a librarian, yeah.
yeah. Work at a library.
Okay.
Don't
mean,
worry about it.
Maybe how far away is Toontown? You have the moped.
I mean, I will say Toontown is sort of like west coast of Anquell, and I always figured, well, I haven't really definitively put Wellspring City anywhere, but I figured sort of more southern Anquell.
Ah, okay.
closer
Like
to
this is a
Karuma.
couple of hours to drive.
Yeah. No, the
He-
farm is a couple hours drive away. Toontown would be a trip of probably more than a day by car.
That all right. Well, I don't think we can have an excuse for a road trip.
What, to the library?
I mean, to get away from this town for a couple of days wouldn't be a bad idea. But I mean, a big
Mm.
city library would have a lot of information that we could probably find.
Do you think that if we went to visit your farm, we could talk to your mom alone? Would she be willing to talk to us if she knew what we were going through?
I look at the DM. With what Nikola knows of court, does that sound truthful? Does that sound like a good supposition?
Depending on what KT means about what you're going through, like fighting the city government or being secret mutants, or both combined. I mean, especially given your last conversation, you know she'd be like worried for your safety, but like she seems like she would be able to keep it secret if that might be in bad taste without turning you into anyone and attempt
Keep
to
it
be
secret, keep
supportive.
it safe.
I mean, would the others turn them in?
I mean, no, but like none of okay, none of Nicola's moms would like turn them into the police, but I feel like possibly take them to a doctor,
Yeah, that's
which
fair.
would be bad. And I feel like courts would be willing to not do that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess that's a.
Are any of us
Let's.
old enough to drive?
Do not let
I
Tailwind near any vehicles.
I own a
Um,
moped.
That's not. It's a few hours away. I don't know if all of us can fit on a moped, Tailwind.
Yeah, I know, but like I have to protest a little bit because I at least have a license. Don't ask how I got that.
Well, I guess in theory you could make something that's technically not a car, and then we could take that.
Cat's just like,
I mean,
old enough, no, but I do know how.
me as
This cat?
me as
Sorry.
the DM, I'm just gonna come and give Lina a bit of outside knowledge that'll facilitate some of my plans. Lina's on the student council and could suggest this as a farm trip, as a field trip, as a learning experience for some students, especially agricultural engineering students like Nikola.
You see a little light bulb literally pop over her head. The funny part is that it's one of the sustainable ones. She takes it down and just puts it in her hammer's
It's a spiral LED one.
Yeah. And she's like, "Wait a minute. Your family owns a farm. We could make a field trip."
a field trip to a field.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm on the student council. I'm
I
the
mean,
treasurer.
do
I mean,
people
it's educational. What kind of things are on your farm?
I mean, it's an orchard, so a lot of trees. We got the cider press.
Yeah.
You-
No, that could be that could work. I mean, it's fall-ish, right?
but
It's
everyone's been
winter.
to a.
It's winter.
You could go possibly in the spring and maybe learn about pollination.
But everyone's been to an orchard before.
No.
No.
Nicola, have you
I
seen the
haven't.
city?
That's fair.
Nicola, no one's been to an orchard. That's why it would be interesting. No one
Plus,
has
y'all-
been outside the city, most likely.
Where the
Where's
fuck
city
y'all
it's?
find your food?
Nobody questions it. Bronson provides all. Are you missing forgetting about the whole dystopian thing?
No, I got it. It's unlocked, but I'm just like, who hurt y'all? Okay, no, y'all are going to an orchard. Jeez.
Cat, when Nikola says who you hurt, Cat just points to a billboard which has Bronson's face.
It's an advertisement for Bronson brand toothpaste.
Please tell me it's on Innsville side so that they can graffiti it.
No, I don't think he. I mean, Ensville's abandoned. He's not putting up new ads there. For who?
Why is he gonna advertise to the empty ruins of a dead city?
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. I just really want to black out a tooth and add an eye patch. I want to be petty.
I mean,
Now,
this
if he's going to mow it all down and build a new city over here, then he might start advertising to it. But he's not doing that, so it's fine.
I mean, that I can just like, I have my mom's numbers. Like, which one do you all want me to ask?
Probably well, Dime is the one who's probably focusing on the farm the most at the moment, but my motivation is so that we can talk to your mom
Who's
and
the
maybe
most
get some
anti-establishment?
answers.
I mean, I don't think my mom's left Dollarton, so
It would be nice to have an adult who maybe knows something.
all right, y'all want to call my mom with me?
I
Yeah. Sorry.
I have no opinion, and I know I will abdicate to this decision.
I will not lie that I low-key just want to meet your mom. Her graffiti was really cool.
I don't think that's the first thing you should bring up with
I
the
know.
family dinner.
Probably not, but it's really cool. You can definitely tell she was a lesbian.
Roadkill nods. Just like, yeah.
All right, Nicola's gonna call court in front of everyone.
Oh boy.
Lina's very close, excited. Nikola family. Oh shit, she's like, wait, shit. Nikola, wait, did she know we're dating?
This is where
There's
This
a
is-
lot.
This
of
is the
Nikola
one I'm kind
family.
of. It covers the receiver. This is the one I'm kind of pissed at. So no.
Does
Do
any
the
of
other
your
moms
family
know?
Not yet.
It's only been like a week, so.
Does any of your family know we're dating, Nikola?
The grandparents.
Oh
I'd
gosh.
assume that since the grandparents know, everyone even slightly related to Nikola knows, just because grandparents.
Just because of how
often
grandparents
work.
I don't control the grandparent collective, so that's up to the DM's discretion.
You kind of do control the grandparent collective.
Fair enough.
What did Buck do?
book.
I think that it's been hotly discussed among the grandparents, but they're gonna let Nikola tell their moms when they feel up to it because they know that's a really complicated relationship and they want to respect boundaries.
Lina's
They
just like,
respect boundaries now.
Lina's just like, okay. I don't want to be stereotypical, but is your mother going to try to kill me? Is Daima or Court, like, which one is most likely to try to?
Court is pretty mild mannered. Penny was the one that used to be like a knight of some kind. And Dime is really sweet. So
when you say Quartz is mild mannered, Roadkill absolutely snorts. Like, yeah, right.
Lina looks skeptical at that.
Which one will do the shovel talk, or will it be like a three-way operation?
Ah, fuck. I forgot about the shovel talks.
Well, maybe you.
It's a different
God.
game.
Poor fucking. Poor Lina, because she's gonna get a shovel talk from three mums and an infinity of grandparents.
The phone is ringing.
the phone is ringing.
Yep.
I think the phone rings like a few rings before it gets picked up, and Quartz is like, Nikola, hello. I'm glad to hear from you. What's going on?"
Hi, Mom. I'm here with the group. Group, say hi to Mom.
Hi.
Hello, Nicholas, Mom.
Really quick, is this on a secure device?
Um,
Well, Quartz recognized it, so it's probably their regular phone.
I think Lena's like, can you maybe tell her we're gonna call her back on a different phone?
she can hear you. It's on speakerphone. Mom, we're gonna call back in a sec. Just pick up. It'll be an unknown number. Hangs up. Pulls out their other phone. Dials.
And this time it gets picked up right away, and Quartz is like, "Nikola?
Hi.
Should I be concerned about that?"
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
Say hi again. Holds up the phone for everyone.
Hi,
Hi,
Nicholas,
Nicholas, Mom.
Hello. Not even looking at like the assumedly video call. It's just Tailwind over in the over at the side with a sketchbook and what looks like a jacket.
It's not a video call. Nikola has a Nokia.
Oh.
It cannot be a video call.
Wait, this is Nicola's burner phone, so it might not be a Nokia.
It's another
It's a
Nokia.
double Nokia.
It's two Nokias.
Double
They're
Nokia?
They're dual wielding Nokias.
They're dual wielder.
We had a whole thing the other day about note chucks.
That's true.
Okay. Because the way it sounded like it was like you were showing everyone off.
No, it's more like just holding up the phone for everyone to yell into.
Ah, okay.
You know, like the 2000s.
Yeah.
Actually, hang on. Okay. This is Cat. Cat, sound off.
Hello.
This is Shaun. Shaun, say hi.
Hi.
That's this Tailwind.
Hello.
This is Lina.
Hello.
Let's say Roadkill.
He shakes his head.
Like,
Lina
and
shakes
that's
her head.
definitely everyone here. Anyways,
Just
Well,
looks
that's
at
not
Nikola like,
suspicious
bro.
as fuck.
You were a terrible liar.
What did you say then?
I said, well, that's not suspicious as fuck. But that's a 10 on insight, so she'll buy it.
Yeah. That's just how Nikola is on the phone.
Her son just be like that.
This is already so goddamn weird. Who knows?
Burner phones are just the new thing among the youth.
Don't you know this cool new trend called Don't Trace Me?
Ah. A meme that ages with the generations.
So, we were discussing. So Lina is actually part of the student council, and we were talking about maybe planning a little field trip for this little group here to the farm.
And she's like, "Oh, you want to come visit back home with your friends?"
Temporarily.
Well,
I think
I've never seen an orchid before.
Orchard.
I guess neither an orchid or an orchard.
Well, of course, you're always welcome back home.
I think Alina covers the receiver for a second and says, wait, do we want this to be a field trip for the anime club or for like the entire class?
I think it would be more like viable for the entire class. That would be less suspicious.
That would be less suspicious. Okay.
Yeah. Plus, what's an anime club going to do at a farm? It's like polar opposite.
Have you never heard of farm animes?
Yeah, God.
They exist.
If it was a cherry orchard and you were going to look at the cherry petals, maybe.
No, there's a
like-
whole anime just about farming.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
gosh.
called Silver Spoon.
Oh
Anyway.
wait, for real? Oh god.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's written by the same person as Full Metal Alchemist. Anyway.
Okay.
Really?
There's farm animes. Don't worry about it.
Moving on before we get too deep down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, so but question, are all three of you still at home? Or how, like um what's the 100 character version of what's going on at home?
What's the parental location?
How much? What's the heatometer? Is everything still on fire?
Ooh, you're really. I have to come up with answers for things.
I hug.
Okay, I should not be looking at player talk. Yeah, I think she does take a minute though and sigh, and she's like, yes, for the most part, we're all still here. Uh,
All right.
I hope you don't mind. I've been sleeping in your room while you've been gone.
I mean, that's fine. If you take any of my books, just pull them back. They're in alphabetical order.
All right.
Things still the same?
Your mask cooled down a little bit, but I'm afraid no real progress towards an amicable solution.
Mom, looks over at Roadkill.
I mean, Roadkill is like, what do you want me to do?
Mom,
Maybe
is
say
there
old friend wants to say hi.
anything else you wanna tell me about Ensville? Just while we're on the line?
You said you were with a group of friends, Nikola.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think she's like, Nikola, if you want to talk more about it, you can call back another time, but I'm not sure that your friends need to hear everything that I would have to say.
Zoom out on them standing in the middle of Ensville.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, tension here is with the night. We've seen your graffiti.
uh, excuse me, you've what?
I actually quite admire your graffiti, but don't worry about that now. Hi! Lina again.
You kids have been going into Ensville then.
I guess you could say that.
yes, Mom.
Nikola, that's...
I know,
Something
man.
rats.
Do we want to talk about things now or later? Lina's just like covering the receiver again.
Hmm.
Probably later. Thanks for talking, Mom. If you could let Mom, Mother know that we might reach out soon.
Please don't tell
Nikola,
people we've been to Ensville.
what?
Lina's like, please don't tell people we go to Ensville.
She's like, I'm not going to report you or anything, but Nikola, we're going to have a talk about this later.
Nicola's mom is not a narc.
I'm not a fucking narc.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll let them know.
Pleasure meeting you, Nikola's
Yeah.
mom.
All right. Thanks for talking, Mom.
Oh,
And I think right before they hang up, they go, "Oh, also I'm dating Lina. Goodbye."
Lina looks at you like, what the fuck?
Like she didn't just go,
Oh
oh,
my
by the way,
gosh.
Roadkill says hi as soon as you hang up.
I thought that's what they were gonna do, and they said that instead, and Lina's like, literally the picture of surprised Pikachu.
Quartz on
That-
the other end of the phone with the information that Lina has gone to Ensville and that Nikola has now gone to Ensville. Is Lina a bad influence?
Well, that's a if Quartz ever says that, Lina's gonna be like, oh, I'm the bad influence, miss. I've been to Innsville a million times. I've seen your graffiti.
Yeah, if anyone looks at Tailwind for that burst, they're like, that awkward silence was going to last another hour. I was doing us all a favor.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine. Thank you.
That actually went maybe better than the last time.
Okay.
Sometimes
Yes,
you just need
apparently
to
you're very
have
bad at
a
puns.
very loud noise break the silence.
Can you let your other moms know that we're dating, and so they don't have to hear it from Quartz?
All right. Phones don't always work for my mother, but we can try.
Oh, I mean, okay. She blushes. She didn't necessarily mean right now, but okay.
DM, do you have the spoons for me to call the other two moms?
You
I
could
have
like text them.
fucking no idea how to do the other two mums, but we could.
I know I'm throwing a lot at you right now. We can do it another time.
Yeah, like
Lena's like, just text them, please.
I'm not texting them with this kind of information. That's rude.
you can. I can try to do a southern accent for Penny.
If you want,
Maybe.
I can try to help.
Oh, yes, the girlfriend plays the other mom.
Don't worry about it. Don't think hard.
That won't be an awkward conversation at all.
I'm teasing.
You have to give yourself the shovel conversation.
I can't go in
Lina!
there to my son. I'm sorry, ma'am.
I mean, I think you could
Well-
make that call once you get home, maybe.
Yeah, while you guys
Nikola
have your
like-
romantic breakdown, I think I'm going to leave the dangerous mutant-filled area before it's like past midnight.
I mean, yeah, but looks over at the sky. How long have we been here?
An
Last 2
arbitrary
minutes.
amount of time.
I'd say it's maybe late afternoon. So you have a little while before it gets dark, but
Really want to get caught leaving and all
Lena
that.
is dazed and confused. Just, oh no. Nicola's mom knows that they're dating. Oh no.
It was going to happen eventually. Why? Why are you making this a big deal?
Because of the context in which it was stated.
I mean, I would be more proud. That was much more rebellious than you'd think.
Also, my mom is really not in a position to ground me right now. I am like, I don't have a lot of patience for her bullshit at the moment.
Lena
If
just
You call up your grandparents and say, hey, there's this Lina person you should adopt, and then you can't date anymore.
no, I refuse to be adopted by my boyfriend's family.
Oh, it didn't help me.
Wait, what?
What?
To be fair, we're not dating.
No.
I hope not.
So wait, what?
Are you a wait?
Yeah, that's
Back
right.
up a little
Nicola's
bit.
two timing on you. No.
I
You're
no
not
offense, Shaun. I don't
funny.
think you're their type.
No, I'm
You
not.
are not fucking funny.
I am very funny.
No.
What do they mean about adoption? Lena just sings sounding awkward.
So, you know how one of my grandparents is a world-class forger?
Yeah. And then the other one's a cup of coffee. I'm sorry. That was stupid.
What?
It looks
Spoon
at
time!
Shaun.
There's a cup of coffee brand named Forger. Don't worry.
Oh,
You mean Folger?
my first thought was Spy X Family, and I'm like, what?
Moving on. Leave me alone.
Oh, that one Christmas ad?
That one Christmas.
Stop! We cannot
I'm sorry.
stop. We cannot.
Anyway,
After
there's
the
a world,
game.
there's a world-class forger.
Looks at Shaun because this is their secret to tell.
Yeah, he used his skills. It was very impressive.
So you and Nikola are brothers now? Cousins?
Apparently.
Okay. Why?
My grandfather does not have good hearing.
Oh dear.
And we were in a rush, and I said something. Shaun, and what he heard was apparently I need y'all to adopt Shaun. And so they did, and both of us didn't hear about it till after the fact.
How the hell?
So where do you
That's what
live?
I've been asking.
Do your actual parents know?
Only got one of them. So no.
Lina starts muttering about whether or not they can smuggle government funds.
We might have to gaslight a senile old Forge into getting us some funding.
We could make more mechs.
I mean,
He'd probably
There's
just
a-
do it for you if you asked. As long as you said it in a tone of voice he can actually hear.
I mean, he can read.
Can
yeah,
he?
and sign language.
I mean, hopefully he can read. He does forging.
Listen, when their eyes are that bad, sometimes they're just doing it by muscle memory. I don't know, man.
So good at forging, don't even need to see.
Yeah, basically.
Your grandparent is super cool.
Looks at Shaun, this like, I'm sorry.
Okay. Who wants to keep the glitter bomb? Das Glitterbomb.
I can keep it.
It's Nicola's notebook, so.
Okay. Hold on to this.
And then you're gonna figure out whatever this orchard thing is, and then Tailwind and I are gonna talk about figuring out that fun scarecrow nonsense then. Yes.
I mean, that's
Sometime.
one way to talk about your son.
It is not my son.
I think in your head you hear Nicola go, lay off that joke. Just put it on the back burner for a while.
All right. I poke fun because I care. In in Tailwind's head.
About
you
your
poke-
son, no one else.
Can you poke in a slightly different point?
Okay. I mean, you may look at this way. You may be the only person that that can actually lick their elbow now.
Lina just looks at you like you're being stupid.
Look,
I
it
don't
is
think I have
physically
an elbow.
impossible.
For
Like-
tunes? I
She
don't
licks
think
her
so.
elbow.
Cat also licks his elbow.
That two are very weird. Tailwind starts walking off because they're
Has
tired.
Tailwind never met other tunes?
Tailwind's
Cat is straight
been
up
to
a
prison.
rubber rose.
Lina has
Like,
a big
I think-
head and little arms.
I think literally any toon could lick their own elbow just if someone said that they couldn't because of rule of funny, but like Cat can do it anyway because his biology just lets him.
Yeah.
You're half smoke. It doesn't count.
Lina again licks her elbow.
Lina just doing Lina things.
I don't have a current explanation for you. I'm assuming secret mutant.
No.
May not even you know.
Okay. I guess my superpower is anime.
Cat looks at her. You want to trade?
Holds out a hand for a high five.
He gives her one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and that's how Lina becomes a mutant, and then Cat gets the power of anime.
All he needs now is the power of God, and he'll be unstoppable.
You are now a cleric of anime.
There is
Paladin with
absolutely
oath
a
of
god.
anime.
There's absolutely a god in this world of anime.
Ooh.
Of course, they're in Ghibli.
Ooh.
Or Tekuzunada or whatever.
Tezu Kanata. I think Roadkill looks at Tailwind and is like, are you really that bad at gags that you don't know they exist?
I've been more the straight man to a lot of jokes my entire life.
Wait, Nikola, can you lick your elbow?
They're very thin.
Hang, they try. Can they?
It's
What
up to
is
you.
that rule?
Oh, can you?
Acrobatics?
Sure. What do they have for acrobatic? Not bad. I'm going to put this in roll zone because I don't know where my dice went.
/R.
Yeah.
I put it as the channel description, so it should be at the top of the channel next to the name now.
Hell yeah, that's clever.
11.
That's very good.
11. It's more than 10. It makes it. Nikola licks their elbow.
There's just the exasperated. All right, whatever. I'm weird. I'm the weird one.
Lina gestures as a, yeah, and Lina just looks at Tailwind like, are you sure you can't lick your elbow? Have you ever tried, or did you just read it somewhere and never attempt?
He's too short to reach it.
Hey,
Roadkill
I am short
laughs.
and I can lick my elbow. It has nothing
Yes.
to do with shortness.
Their snout is too short.
Please let Tailwind roll dex /
Ah.
acrobatics to say if they just never could lick their elbow, or they can't now because they're mutant or something.
It's out of spite if it happens now.
I'm hoping for a crit fail.
I have a
Roll
negative.
success.
I have a -1. So
Ooh, let's see. Nope, 14. Tailwind can indeed lick their elbow.
Lina gestures.
what? This proves nothing.
It proves
I'm
everything.
going to
Okay,
continue.
Okay.
Roadkill
Shaun
is absolutely laughing in the background.
looks at Roadkill like, I'm pretty sure even Roadkill can lick their elbow. Like,
Do you want to? Sure.
Which one?
just.
Let's see.
Did you look at like Varuma details or like Einquill details?
Yeah, Roadkill licks his elbow while making direct eye contact with Tailwind. Just like
Gestures a la Shia LaBeouf.
Laugh it
So-
up.
I'm sorry, Tailwind. I think your world has been rocked today. Which is only fair. You rocked a couple of worlds today.
Rocked
So-
by a lobster. Rock lobster.
They made the joke, not me.
Well,
I made it out of character. Everyone making
Well.
direct eye contact with Tailwind.
just like, do you even know how to be attuned?
Sometimes it's more instinct than comes natural. I moved around a lot as a kid. Okay,
So you never learned how to do gags?
sometimes some gags some gags just come natural. It's the type of gremlin I am.
They're a natural at like being a little garbage can monster, but physical humor, terrible, awful, can't do it.
I have a
I've
-1
seen
in dexterity.
I mean,
I'm not very good at athletics. Or
I've seen you
acrobatics.
fall out of so many air ducts. What do you mean you don't know physical comedy?
Well, that's more happening to them, as opposed to them intentionally doing it to be funny.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I know.
Environmental comedy as opposed to physical comedy.
Anyway, we have gone down quite a tangent.
Everyone willing to die on this hill.
I'm going to roll to
That's
see.
basically like we basically have plans for next time, even if it doesn't do your main goal of convince people we are good peoples. Well, good, horrible, scary monster things.
Oh,
It's yeah.
Lina turns to Kat and is like, debut.
Yes.
What's cat rolling?
I rolled to see if Cat could lick the back of his own kneecaps.
What the fuck? Well, it's a
That-
22, so I guess so.
That is a thing people try to do, and I could do it as a child.
What in the heck?
Cat
Ugh.
just curls his spine backwards,
Yeah,
just sort of rolling up like a Fruit Loop, and just plants a gentle bonk of his face into the back of his own kneecap.
like
It
the
is
Cheshire cat on acid.
Okay, Mr. Mr. Mortal Pretzel. We don't need to see you style on us all.
I mean, I think it's pretty funny.
I
Yeah,
think
he's all
Nicola's
hot air.
just eating a
Fine.
sandwich in the background. We're just happy everyone's happy.
In the back of Tailwind's head, you would probably get like, all right, broke the tension, mission accomplished.
Well, you see, we're making
Oh.
jokes to not think about the horrors.
Horror comedy, it's the best genre.
Mhm. Is there anything else you guys want to discuss as part of this meeting, or feel like you got a pretty good handle on things for now?
I think they have a list of like what they want to do next, and so that's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I think we have done a pretty good job.
And you just need to make sure that before doing anything, clarify the order first. Like, if you're going to do the heroes thing, say, yeah, you're doing it. Don't just surprise it on anyone, for the love of all things kind.
Looks at Tailwind. Don't do that.
And, the orchard thing. And
Oh, well, that's going to take a lot of organization. It's probably not going to happen until spring-ish, because, like, why would you go to an orchard in the middle of winter?
sense. So that
Yeah.
might not be happening for a bit. And then there's also the more urgent, let's do mad science on ourselves thing.
Yeah, that would probably be the best to have like everyone around and to make sure everything goes okay. And I have a first aid kit back in the workshop. Some of it is just patched together from old car medical kits.
I will get some first aid equipment.
I mean, last time we didn't hurt ourselves.
I will get some first aid equipment.
Thank you. We probably can't get infected, but if we can, let's just not.
I'll also bring some personal protective gear because, no offense, I do not want to accidentally get mutated.
I think we should be offended anyway, but understandable.
No,
I mean, without a
no.
controlled mutation, I don't like the risk.
Oh. Tailwind caught themselves before saying the forbidden words.
What?
What are the forbidden words?
What could
What's the word?
possibly go wrong?
Ah,
Good.
nice catch.
He would probably have regretted it.
They did a good job, but we will all applaud their discretion in this matter. But yeah, whenever you decide to do that, pick a time where Goat isn't gonna be around.
Yeah, like there's some pretty regularly scheduled deliveries to outside towns on stuff.
Because, he's a nice enough old man and all, but, let's not add more things that you need to hide from him in plain sight.
Lina's thinking and is just like, how do you not have like a decent first aid kit? I mean, you go visit Perspicuity how often?
Hey,
He has first aid kits for like $5.
yeah, I
You
mean,
think
I
Tailwind has
have
$5?
I mean, he should.
I have a
They
first
should,
aid
but
kit.
they don't.
It works perfectly fine. Thank you.
Also, they're stubborn.
That's fair. Yes, they are.
They do live in like a junkyard. I'm surprised that they don't manage to like get themselves great jagged wounds on just like scrap metal sticking
How-
out of place.
How often do you need tetanus shots?
I was
Every
thinking
year.
the exact same thing.
I've gotten better with time and age. Thank you very much.
Every year.
That speaks.
Volumes.
Yes.
Cat's getting blown away again. Goodbye, cat. So long.
Distance now. I think that's everyone.
I think that's everything.
Yeah.
We finally got organized. It only took us 3 months.
I'd say it's more like chaotic organization.
Man, it's interesting how 3 months feels like a year.
Comic
Amazing.
time, baby!
Oh, and you should probably. One last thing. You should probably think of a code word for penumbra problems.
Ah, wouldn't that just be penumbra problems?
It might be weird to say that in school. It's kind of a weird sentence.
Out of character, I'm just thinking, and just like, we could use, I'm having problems with Brittney as a code word. Because, she's likely to cause us problems.
That might cause Lina some social problems though, because she is in the same circle as Brittney.
Yeah.
This is
Imagine
true.
that gets back to Brittney and she's like, "What's your fucking problem, Lina?"
Lina's like, oh, fuck. Bully Lina, the episode.
If there's a problem and you're in public and you can't say, "Oh, there's a problem" publicly, you might want to have a different code word that
Okay,
doesn't
we can
say
just
problem.
say I'm having a math problem.
What if you're actually having a math problem?
Well, then I'll just say I'm actually having a math problem.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Isn't penumbra have to do with math?
It's
Cat, you're too high up. Get down.
actually. It's out of character. I don't know if Cat would know off the top of his head, but it's like something to do with shadows.
It isn't. I mean, the motif and naming they went with is more like shadowy thing.
Cthulhu.
After a quick Google, the penumbra is the partially shaded outer region of the shadow cast by an opaque object, or
Okay.
the shadow cast by the Earth or Moon over an area experiencing a partial eclipse.
So, astrology jokes. Got it.
Space nerd. Ah,
Have you seen the moon tonight? I'm sorry.
The blood
I
moon
mean,
rises again. The dishes reappear in my sink.
Okay, if we don't decide on something, like legitimately, I'm just going to be like, I am on my period, and you can remember because P and P.
Okay, Tailwind, are you chill with saying that?
I mean, yeah. Sounds fine. It's just weird. Coming up with code phrases for things like this is like it sounds kind of weird.
Cat's just like, I would feel odd saying it. I'm just saying.
I mean, just like any innocuous, thing that another person
Cat'll
would
talk
be
about a
like,
pizza party.
sure. Like any mundane problem that the person that you are talking to would know off the top of their head, you do not have, would probably work.
We could just say we want to go over each other's star charts.
We could
Yeah, we
say
get
we
really
need to
Maybe-
into
organize a
horoscopes.
meeting of the
Horoscopes.
Yeah,
Club.
maybe something about horoscopes. Yeah,
It's like, how's your horoscope?
Yeah.
Oh, looks really shady.
We-
Stars
we
are not aligning.
We do already have the cover of the anime club, so we could just make up episodes of some shadowy anime, or just say we need to make an anime club meeting.
Maybe we should just be like, oh gosh, we got to watch that really horrible anime again. We're trying to think of a horrible anime.
I mean,
The
I mean, if
horoscopes
it's
works okay.
there's a
The
point
stars
of
have told me that we should have a meeting today.
Oh yeah, we were gonna watch that Romeo and Juliet anime. Star-crossed lovers.
I was going to say if we ever need to get together real fast, like okay, club meeting is an easy one.
Club meeting huddle.
Yeah,
Club huddle. Blame the anime club. I can't believe we have the cover of an anime club.
Yeah, like out of
I
character, Shaun is trying to get you to do this so that because it needs to be different from anything Brittney would know, but he doesn't want to tell Lina it's Brittney, so he's trying to get you to make a code phrase. He's trying very hard.
yeah, I can see that. It's wonderful. It's just I don't think I'm not very good at code phrases, and
I think the
Tailwind is just like
horoscopes have worked
eh.
fine.
Yeah, the horoscope joke I think works, and now I think Tailwind at least tangentially thinks Brittney is a astrology nerd.
Well, I mean, you got to make sure you're not dating a Pisces,
Yeah, of course.
Who knows? Brittany might actually be an astrology nerd.
I mean, who knows? They could be a Scorpio. You never know. That would
Actually,
explain so much.
I'm gonna roll a history check to see if Kat knows whether Brittany is into astrology.
Tala
have
is
to
not
tell us
here to.
Tala.
Yeah,
Tala's
Oh
not
yeah,
you
here.
can't.
like if I
Okay.
if I get a thing that succeeds, I will ask them. But if I don't, I'll just be like, I have no clue.
They got her into fairy tale that one time, and ever since they saw, Lucy, they got into astronomy.
This
He
this
was
has gone way
astrology.
off the rails so bad.
Yeah,
I'm
We were
sorry.
on rails.
there were rails. We got things done this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things were discussed. We have plans.
Mhm.
Orchard, yes, will be heroes. Make sure to tell people before you do it.
Pop-up ads for the website.
Pop-up ads for the website. And if something is going on with our dear friend Penumbra, who is definitely not Brittany, we talk about horoscopes.
Oh my, yeah, horoscopes, and I missed the most obvious one where you could just talk about someone throwing shade.
Oh my god.
I feel so stupid now.
I mean,
Well, Brittany's
Yeah.
always throwing shade, so. And of
Usual
course,
suspect
mad
is throwing
science with
shade.
Tailwind.
Just imagine them in a lab coat that's too big for them.
Which
I
is like
mean, the school
an everyone
discontinues a lot of
thing, or is
stuff.
that like an FPS mad science with Tailwind?
I think that would be a fun FPS.
Is there
Mad
any-
science.
Is there anything else that we were going to cover this episode?
Yeah.
I don't have anything.
I think that's all of it.
I think the meeting is good enough to be adjourned.
Yeah.
Hiding places if we have to leave the city. And Roadkill basically said, yeah, people will probably leave you alone as long as you don't piss them off. So,
Mhm.
Don't piss them off. It pisses them off.
well, you know, we're really good at pissing people off, but we'll try.
As long as we don't turn into the Spider-Man luck is like we try so hard and everything around the superheroing just starts to screw up royally.
Isn't this cheery?
Look at that. That is the quintessential Parker luck, because Peter Parker has the moral compass of I need to help people as much as I physically can if I can. His social life goes down the tubes. He's almost lost a job 7 times.
I
And
am
his
aware.
only yeah, it is just like that. That is the Parker luck.
I
Oh,
know.
jeez.
I think about my family's luck. Handshake.
Selfless to a fault.
Anyway, what does everybody else do for the rest of the day? You said it was like late afternoon, early evening?
Yeah.
Cat goes back home and starts looking through his cosplay closet just in
Find the
case
leather.
to find the leather. And if he finds some, he'll start altering it.
Please,
You
please
can-
tell me that. Please tell me that cat superhero costume is called a cat suit.
It is now.
You can roll investigation.
That's a 10.
10. Yeah, I don't think you find any leather tonight, but your costume closet is quite extensive, so
You get lost in there for 1d4 hours.
Accidentally trips into Narnia and is just like, ah, shit, not here again.
Mr. Thomas.
I'm on the other side of the continent again.
Hmm.
Why is
Damn it,
there
where
a
did this
portal
tree
in my
come
back?
from?
Why is there
Oh,
a
this is
portal
what
in
a
my
tree
bedroom?
is.
Oh.
That's got to be an FPS of just some weird non sequitur episode.
Universe crossover that is not canon.
The giant space flea episode where something happens and is never mentioned again.
We don't talk about it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. Anyone else?
Shit.
What does Shaun do?
He's gonna wear more hoodies.
What the problem does this solve?
Because now he's a little bit paranoid
About which point specifically?
about
baby.
possibly being contagious.
Oh no! Constantly wears anime mask.
Wear a face mask.
Where's face mask
I'm
and
sorry.
gloves just be like, no bleeding on things.
After the past 3 years, you still call it an anime mask?
For
Yes.
I mean, yes, for this purpose.
Fair enough.
Because you know they get it from cat.
I think Tailwind does what everyone expects Tailwind to do. Heads back to their workshop, starts figuring out if they have leatherworking tools, and is gonna try to make a stealth suit for either themselves or Lina, something like small enough to fit both of them. Because stealth.
I'm laughing because Tailwind is still like a foot taller than Lina.
Adjustable legs.
Just zip
Those-
off the legs.
Yeah,
Like 90s parachute pants or something.
exactly.
I had a pair of like cargo pants that you could zip and just make them shorts. It was wonderful.
Same. I had those when I was
Exactly.
little. They were bright purple. I loved them so much.
Hmm.
I had like the big chunky zippers too.
Well, yeah, Sean's just acting like he's totally fine, but as soon as he gets home, it's like, I'm gonna find gloves, and I'm only wearing long pants and sweaters.
I'm gonna put plastic down on everything.
Yeah,
This looks like
Gloves.
Dexter.
His
Not a
parents are
plastic pipe
just
come to
like,
life.
oh no, he's in his germaphobe phase as everything goes through.
Oh, you know, teens.
going through
Yeah.
their weird phases. Next up is gonna be the polka phase.
Polka phase. It was only Weird Al, and it was not a phase.
No, Weird Al never stopped having that phase.
It wasn't a phase, Mom.
Also, canonically, Brittney thinks astrology is stupid.
Hell yeah. Perfect thing to talk about Penumbra with.
She'll hear you say horoscope and instantly just, ugh, can't believe this, and
Or you.
ignore
My
you.
horoscope says Bronson's a bitch. I mean, wait.
Hmm.
She's just like, oh, thank God I got out of that groups when I did. I might also be into horoscopes if I hadn't.
If I have to ever talk about horoscopes, I legitimately am fill in the blank.
Fill
Um,
in blank here.
so Lina and Nikola.
Lina is definitely going to follow Nikola home.
Like a
Oh.
lost puppy.
Shush.
She followed me home. Can I keep her?
Lina, like, look at me, I'm so cute. Let me stay for dinner.
I mean, this could make for a fun segue. If maybe we end on Nikola starting to say goodbye outside their apartment building and then being like, actually, Lynn, do you want to come up and meet my dog?
Yeah, I would love to.
Oh,
You
the
dodged a
dog.
bullet so many times. This is the moment you see the dog.
Finally. Dog, 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 dog.
It's only been a couple of times, but
Dog, 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 dog.
Sentry.
Sentry,
Yeah.
sentry, 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 sentry.
But that would be a separate FPS.
Yes, it
So
will.
God,
I don't know
I
if there's
kind of
any
really want
epilogue
a, like,
scenes, but I will. I'm.
I mean, just
I really kind of want like a puppy playdate FPS
Yes.
where Sentry and Cat's combined pair of dogs get to play together.
Hell yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cat has like a yard where they can play in. That would be awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And it means
and
the
Nikola,
others can actually see Cat's yard and house.
I mean, didn't they come over for Halloween?
Did they?
Nicola
Yes,
came
'cause-
over to get the Halloween costume.
and
You
we're like
did,
a
yes,
million.
that's correct.
We're like all the costumes at once.
Yeah.
This is true. This is true. My memory is awful.
I just remember it because it was funny.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, like, as the meeting dissolves, Roadkill, like, parkours back into Innsville.
Parkour!
God.
I'm sorry.
I think
In a few more levels, Cat is going to parkour with Roadkill, and there's nothing Roadkill can do about that.
Lina
Actually-
and Kat can practice the anime parkour.
Hell
oh,
yeah. Ninja running.
Hell yeah.
Naruto running.
but
Yeah.
before Roadkill skitters off, Nikola will actually be like, actually, Roadkill, I'm sorry to bother you. Would you have time to talk later in the week, one-on-one?
Sure. Just let me know when, I guess.
Whatever works for
mean-
you.
Uh,
I mean, perhaps not during school, but
yeah. I mean, I don't exactly have much on my schedule, but just let me know when and where to meet, I guess. Lina has my number.
understood. goes back over to Lina. Roadkill said it was for you to give me their number. Does that mean is that like a good sign or is that just like a sign?
It's something.
It's just he has trouble typing on phones, so
It's I mean
it's easier
the
for Lina to put the number in.
it's like they can't really they gesture at only having one good dexterous hand.
Yeah, that's fair.
Very quickly types into Nicola's burner phone the number because you don't get to have that on your personal phone.
Yeah.
I have a horrible joke, but I'm not gonna say it.
Well, now I'm curious. Say it out of character.
I mean, they're
Howard.
all right.
I mean, it's his left hand that he still has.
I thought it was their right hand they still had.
Isn't it?
No,
Huh.
their right hand is a lobster claw.
Oh. Thought it was the other
So
way
they're
around.
so they're more right than never mind.
No.
Did the
sorry.
accident make them like
Where
take
the
their
hell
dominant
do I have
hand?
this?
I mean, I have a horrible joke in the fact that it doesn't make a lot of sense so much as, oh, it all went south, pa.
As a lefty, I have to laugh.
Ha! Yes, contractually obligated.
Where the hell do I have his art?
I remember. I swear it's right
Oh, here
hand.
it is. It's if you're looking at him, it's on the right, but it's for him his left hand.
Because he's facing the audience.
Yes.
Something. You know those. You know in video games how characters have like sprites that just get mirrored when they flip.
You
So, like,
got it.
something-
Turn it. Flip way. I'm not gonna continue
All I
that.
can think about is a stupid astrology joke about like, oh, you know, if you don't like astrology, you sure are starboard.
I had to put our mandatory Homestuck joke in somewhere.
No. Anything else from the DM?
No, I think that's all on my end.
Alrighty then. Wonderful.
And then they all died.
No, don't speak
Sorry.
that.
Sorry.
Okay, we got better.
It got better. Turned me into a newt.
Okay. We are gonna end here for tonight. Thanks everyone for playing.
Bye.
Thank you, DM.
Have a wonderful Wellspring day.
Bye-bye.
Or no.
Bye.
Bye.